Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not.
Wait.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still to the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a motor. No proof, like I always wanted him. I never hated him. I never traded him. I never did. I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like under the city, the driver's side floor. Just to get large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever and cute as can be. You can watch us on YouTube with view for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Why do I have to come out of the box and Schmeathan has to just roast me immediately? Schmeathan Schmolnick. Enough with the silver change. You're not drug dealers in the 90s.
Wow.
Why can't I like it, Schmeathan? Can't enjoy a gift from my wife?
You barely got the video on.
Jesus.
We're
We're already down bad. Schmeathan, we're down so bad watching this basketball team drag us into quicksand hell.
Not me.
And well, not you. I mean, you have a much better perspective on life than I do. You know,
Well, it's not that. It's that sometimes as fans, you refuse to look at things for what they are.
Can I ask you something though?
Sure.
Non-fan. I want the professional athlete's perspective on this.
Okay.
People have tried to replace you before, right?
Yeah.
Bam. What was the guy's name?
Bam Morris.
Bam Morris. They tried to replace you with Bam Morris.
Yeah.
Last night, Terry Rozier, DNP coach's decision.
Right.
Worst offensive game of the season, and Alec Burks, maybe worse than any game that Terry Rozier has thrown out. Sneakily, not out in the open, sneakily, does Terry Rozier leave the locker room last night howling?
You know what I say? He probably left this going, oh, so you think that's the better option. Look,
he even did the Terry Rozier blown layups like 3 times.
Here's the deal. And here's what I would like to say to people. We tend to take bad stretches and make them bad players. Right? And I know Terry's been struggling. But if you think you could put somebody else in there that's going to be better than Terry Rozier, then you probably shouldn't have traded for Terry Rozier.
Oh, yeah.
You
Give a first-round pickup for Terry Rozier?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, sometimes as fans, we take bad stretches and make that player a bad player. And so you got to, separate the two. Like, everybody goes through bad stretches in their career. And it sucks because it always seems to be when your team doesn't need it. But that's the reality of it. And I think, personally, if you don't support him, then when you try to throw him back in there, it might have an even worse effect on him. So if you're gonna be like, if Tyler goes out and has a 1 for 15 night, we're not gonna say he sucks. You're gonna say he had a bad night.
Yeah, but Tyler has had a good season. I mean, Terry has stunk this year.
Again.
But I'm just
been
saying,
bad for a long time.
But I think everybody has probably unfairly drawn now him as like the reason they suck.
Correct.
Even though I do think it's probably the worst trade in Heat history.
Correct. That's the weird.
I'm just saying, when you're down bad and then you're like, all right, we're going to not play Terry Rozier, and Terry Rozier watches his replacement go and have a worse game than he's had all season.
How about this? Let's put it this way. If the Heat were still winning games, we would be saying, just imagine how good they'll be when Terry gets back.
Yeah.
When Terry turns around.
Sure.
But because you're losing.
Do you think Alec Burks has ever missed that many open corner threes in his life? Like in his life, how many times do you think Alec Burks missed
because
8 open corner threes?
When we go in that room and we see 95 out of 100, 88 out of 100, we see them shooting 100 threes and we see their numbers there. And you're like, I didn't even know that guy could shoot like that, right? And then you put him in a corner by himself during the game and he doesn't hit the rim.
Everybody other than Andrew Wiggins yesterday, I think they started 0 for 22 from downtown yesterday.
Yes, because he was like 2 for 5 or something like that.
That is crazy.
It's crazy. But what do you see? And here's the other thing is that when you can't afford to have a night like that, but teams have a night like that, right? Like, what do you make of it? Like,
I don't know.
You see, like,
it's one of those things where it's like that was such an oddity of awful. Like
right.
even a bad team's not going to be that bad, but it doesn't help that it also.
Oh, hello! Wait a minute. Single digits. Wow. That's almost a 0. At least there's 1 0 in the number. At least there's 1 0 in the number.
Yeah. We'll let her log in.
Thank you. You know what?
He's a jackass.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
I got no respect for him.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Look at it. When you going back to the improv?
Wow.
You show up.
When's your next half
First
day?
of all,
1 p.m.
you showed up for a meeting
Yeah.
and left for work.
Yeah, why did you show up to the meeting?
Right.
I'm an important guy, dude. They need me in these meetings. They got to run it by me.
Can I just say?
Yeah.
No.
They got to run it by me.
Definitely not a meeting.
Yeah,
Like, that's email worthy, not a meeting worthy.
Right.
You know, I'm just like, all right.
Like,
And
it's
also,
something you could just walk by Tyler and say, "Hey."
but even if it's not a meeting, I'm like, and like, we got a very fun event coming up, but they got to give us the rundown of the event. But it almost reminds me of like, he feels like he's got to stretch out to the half hour.
Yes.
If you give me an 8-minute meeting, you're my friend forever.
For sure.
In, out, boom.
Right.
Anyway, headlines brought to you by Doral Volkswagen. Doral Volkswagen, choose from over 300 new Volkswagen models in stock, like the Tiguan, the Taos, and the Atlas. And remember, when it comes to Volkswagen, the great deals are at Doral Volkswagen. We do a little heat scouting tonight. Capture the flag at the heat facility.
Seasoning the pooper for Cooper.
Wow.
First of all, let's say
a little scouting tonight.
You have absolutely 0 chance.
Don't say that.
Cooper flag.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Because here's what's going to happen. They're going to end up in the play-in. And that's...
Yeah, but they got to win 2 in the play-in right now. Huh? See, just because you're in the play-in doesn't mean you don't get in the lottery. If you get in the play-in and you lose in the play-in, you're in the ping pong balls, baby. Ooh. And they got to win 2 now in the play-in. That's the way things are going. You think this team's winning 2 in a row?
2 in a row. I'm trying to get 1.
Just trying to get 1. Right. Exactly, dude. 6 out of 7. Anyway, very noticeable yesterday that Cooper Flagg was in the Heat's house. Very noticeable. You think, like, maybe it's time for the Arisons to call in a favor to Adam Silver? Ooh. Where's our frozen envelope, dude?
Can I just say,
where is our frozen envelope?
Yeah.
We've never had the number 1 pick.
Can I just say this?
Never had it.
With the way the commissioner has handled trades of players, the Heat, that really wanted to come to the Heat. You think he's going to pull that one off?
I feel like he owes us. I feel like the Arisons
you nothing.
No, the Arisons are owed one, dude.
Why does everybody think they owed
the
something?
Arisons are owed the number 1 pick. We're owed ping pong balls. We're owed a little controversy. The Pelicans have gotten how many number 1 picks? They lose Anthony Davis, 5% chance to get the number 1 pick. Boom, number 1 pick. The Cavs got Kyrie Irving with a 1.6% chance just because everybody felt bad about them losing LeBron. Where's our feel good? We're owed it. Give us Cooper Flagg.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right.
Know what they say?
There you go.
Ain't a thing wrong with the ping pong, Leroy. You know, we got to do what we got to do.
-1. Quickly.
Quickly. For show pony.
You know, if you wasn't running the board, I'd go have your ass stand in the corner.
No.
I'd have him
-1.
go sit in the corner.
I'll remember this.
Very noticeable that yesterday Duke basketball tweets out a picture of the Arisons and Shane Battier. Very noticeable.
Coincidental, huh?
What do they do? Do they have the envelope anymore, or do we have to dent a ping pong ball? How do we make this happen?
No, you put some air in it.
Ooh, make it bigger than all the other ones.
Whatever it takes.
But again, my favorite is the top 3 picks automatically get the top 3 picks. Is that how does it work? I think
you can fall out.
You can fall if you're.
I think it's 4. I don't think you can get lower than.
Lower than 4. Okay, 3. The top 3 have to be in the top 4, and then there's one pick that could. So, yeah. All right. So I just figured I'm picking up number 8, and they pick up one of those 3.
Oh, Miami has jumped up. We're owed 08, dude. We are owed to the Derrick Rose. What did the Bulls have? The Bulls had like less than a 2% chance to get Derrick Rose, number 1 overall pick. Dude, we made Ron Rothstein go be the head coach. Riley's like, I can't take it. Ron Rothstein had to go hold the bag for the rest of that season just so Riley could go scout college guys. We are owed the number 1 pick. We've never had the number 1 pick. We're only one of 5 franchises to never have the number 1 pick. We're owed it. Give me my frozen envelope, Adam Silver.
If you've never had the number 1 pick, it usually means you've been too good.
Yeah, but one time we were owed it, and then we didn't get it, baby. We ended up with Michael Beasley, who I love, but we should have gotten the number 1 pick.
Michael Beasley got drafted 10 years too early.
Yeah, he did.
What a waste of a pick. That's why we haven't gotten one since.
I mean, here's what I don't understand. This happens more in basketball than anything. The top 5 picks are normally pretty scripted in that you have the top 5 rated players, and it just whoever has that pick just goes down that line, right? It's not like football where somebody would trade a pick, move down, maybe take an offensive lineman instead of a quarterback. It doesn't work like that in basketball. You have the top 5 or 10 guys that are drafted in the top 10 picks, and the top 3 are usually consistent. So if you have the number 2 pick, right, and you're in the draft with Michael Beasley, regardless of what happens, you're probably going to end up with Michael Beasley. You're not going to.
Yeah, but it was one of those things where he ended up in a very stacked draft being the worst player. Like, we're talking him, Russell Westbrook, Kevin Love, Derrick Rose, like,
right.
In a stacked draft, he was like the lone guy who was like,
and maybe it was because of how he was viewed, and because if he was in the draft now, oh my goodness,
of course. I mean, he was viewed that way back then.
Right.
His season at Kansas State is like,
yeah.
No, he was. I mean, it was really until Derrick Rose had his run in March Madness, like Mario Chalmers kicking his ass, by the way. It was really up until that point where everybody was like, "Oh, Michael Beasley's the consensus number 1
correct."
Pick.
And then
D Rose had a crazy run for Memphis until Mario Chalmers kicked his ass. Legend. Rock chalk.
I know.
That's what they do.
I know. I'm one of my friends that I golf with went to Kansas.
I just didn't know if you knew that because I don't think the football team does that. They're kind of, they're not a thing.
Wait, remember they played in the Orange Bowl down here?
That was a long time ago, dude.
Hey, that's all I got. That's all I got. Like,
well, it's interesting you put it like that. That's all I got. Because Erik Spoelstra last night, he had one for the ages.
He just folded up.
He
just took his ball and went home.
He had one for the ages last night as to what the Heat have to do from here, and I'm still confused. Back after this.
WQAM.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy back with you here, 560 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Get to a little 15 minutes of heat here for you on 560, which is brought to you by Hollywood Kia. At Hollywood Kia, the #1 Kia dealer in all of Florida. Get the star treatment. We want to see you in a Hollywood Kia. Visit them online, hollywoodkia.com. Before that, though, we were discussing Ham Porter is on MLB Network right now. And man, he's aged great. He has aged gracefully.
The fact that you're still on this topic.
He didn't even have he doesn't have his man body. He still looks like the kid from Sandlot.
He is.
Wait, but
we
can
looked.
you guess how old he is?
Yeah, how old do you think he is? How old do you think he is?
How do you think?
We did the math. This past.
Hold on.
Well,
42.
46 years old.
46.
Pretty good, right?
Yes, you were pretty close.
Pretty
Come
good.
on.
Pretty good.
Wow, his kid looks kind of looks like him.
Yeah.
Which is good. You probably want to.
And we were like, because here's the thing. He not a handsome man, objectively. I could say this is one of the uglies.
Ooh.
And
wow.
not a handsome man.
You're gonna stop there. You're really
What?
gonna stop there. You're gonna stop there.
Look, this is kind of like you saying you wish somebody no success.
Why?
Because like you're saying he's aged gracefully, and then
Right,
you're
but
saying
because he's not a
he's one of
handsome
the
man.
uglies. That's
Because
so
he's not a
messed
handsome
up.
man. But as not a handsome man, if you age gracefully, if you look the same, you just age well. He looks the same as he does in Sandlot. But
Which is that a good thing?
yeah.
We established
Because
this
when you're
commercial
a
break that
little
it's
kid,
a good thing.
when you're a little kid,
Yeah.
that's cute. When you're a grown ass man, not
It
so
wasn't
much.
cute. Everybody knew he was the portly kid with some pop. There's nothing like there's no power like little league fat kid power.
Is he the original chunky?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they didn't have
Yeah.
jerseys, I mean, but
Yeah.
yes,
Killing me,
basically.
Smalls.
Basically.
I gotta tell you,
Ham Porter.
all of my favorite movies, James Earl Jones is in it in some kind of way, right?
Baseball.
Baseball.
That was Field of Dreams. Well, this was the one where the dog, right? He owned the dog. He owned the
dog
junkyard.
next door,
Yeah.
right?
Sandlot,
This is
yeah.
you're killing me,
That's
Smalls.
by the way, that's Dre.
Love that.
Dre is that dog.
Is he?
Yeah, he
Oh
is.
my goodness, he's
Wow.
a menace in the streets.
But we were looking it up. So the heartthrob in that show was Benny the Jet Rodriguez, right?
Yep.
I mean, he's aged terribly.
Downgraded.
He looks terrible. Like it's not that he's an ugly man, but he was a heartthrob as a child, right?
For sure,
Yeah,
for sure.
that,
And
that
then-
was back when I was a kid.
and
I was
now-
like,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah. And now
Yeah.
he's all right. You know, he
Yeah.
looks like your run of the mill guy.
Nah,
Yeah.
not good.
I would if I was walking in the street, I wouldn't even like
You wouldn't even
look
He
twice. to be
wouldn't get
honest.
Is anybody
Cropped
in that?
out.
Anybody in that
Cropped
of all those kids? Anybody else did anything else?
go that far
I
in
don't
the
know. I didn't do that much of a deep dive into it. I'm not sure.
Because you're fat shaming.
How am I fat shaming?
No, he was.
If anything, I'm showing fat pride.
Okay, I don't like that.
It doesn't matter if you like it or not. It's
The
the
way
truth.
you
It's-
say
I
that
deny
sounds so
saying that I'm
wrong.
fat shaming. You're fat shaming,
No, I'm not.
dude.
Wow.
You listen.
Somebody asked me if he was the original Chunky 52. I was like, yeah.
I mentioned a name yesterday, and you couldn't
Oh,
wait. You couldn't wait.
woo! Hey, hold on. Let me put this out there for everybody. If you see Niang walking down the street and he says, I play for the Cavs, you would say, stop lying.
Plays for the Hawks now.
I mean, the Hawks. Sorry. You would say, stop lying. Am I right?
I how tall is he?
6'7".
He's 6'7".
6'7"?
That's what it says.
Wow.
You know what it is?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. He's 6'7". He has a wingspan of 6'3", and his upper body is the same length as his lower body.
He also doesn't stop hitting people in the face. Like he's really annoying because he's like
And he always is moving around the court like he's not sure where he should be.
he did a thing yesterday. Like he hit Andrew Wiggins right in the face, and Spo was losing his mind. Now, of course, he couldn't challenge. I don't even know if he could challenge, but even if he could challenge, he wouldn't challenge. But Spo was losing his mind because George Niang hit Andrew Wiggins right in the face. And then I think he picked up like 4 fouls in 3 minutes because then they had to make good on Niang hitting people in the face.
Pretty
But-
much.
Crotty did something very delicate yesterday on the broadcast, which I think you should heed style of fat shaming from John Crotty, because he used a term with Niang that I was like, oh, That's delicately putting he's portly. And that is the term heavy set.
Ah,
but wait. There's certain, like if I okay, let's put it in other things. Let's say this high jumper, he's really good. A little heavy set. No, it doesn't go together. Right? So
I knew exactly what Crotty was talking about.
Right.
I knew exactly what Crotty was talking about.
Of course. Heavy set. Like you can't say it in football. They're all heavy set.
No. I mean, like, if you would have called Brock Bowers heavy set.
He's a big boy, though.
He's a big boy, but it's not heavy set. That's not heavy set. I think heavy set, like low center of gravity. You know?
So chunky 52.
Yes. But it's a delicate, it's not chunky, it's heavy set. It's just a nicer way of putting it. It's a nicer way of putting it.
Really? In other words, he's basically saying George Niang is not a wheat thin.
So, do you want to hear Erik Spoelstra just like grasping it?
No, I do want to hear it.
Yeah.
But
it's his finest work, I think.
At this point, he is so just over it. Like he doesn't know what to do.
It's his finest work. I think it's his finest work.
I would say Spo does some of his best work when only 8 players are available and you stop trying to figure out who can play with who. It's too late for that.
I don't know.
Right?
I don't know. He's rats off a ship on Jaime. Terry Rozier kicked the.
You gave me that. Listen, Spo. All respect. You ain't got that many players on the team to be done with.
I was very furious with one thing with him yesterday, right?
What?
So in the fourth quarter, Capella's kicking our ass, like as Capella is to do, because Capella is just like, oh, the Heat, we're playing the Heat. I'm gonna have 18 rebounds, but like Capella and Okongwu were just going ham at the paint all of a sudden. I'm like, hey, Spo, by my count, and call me crazy here, did Kel'el Ware not have a season high in rebounds in 3 quarters yesterday?
Right.
And so I'm sitting here and I'm like, where is Kel'el Ware?
Mm-hmm.
So I tweeted this out, lashing out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody says, you didn't see him get cut? And I was like, no, I didn't see him get cut. I didn't see Kel'el Ware get cut. I'm looking everywhere. Did Kel'el Ware get cut? Now, I still haven't seen anything with him getting cut. All I'm going by is Moonwalker on Twitter. But he swears he saw it, and one other guy said he saw it. But nobody else saw it. There's no video of it. I didn't see any of the reporters talking about it. The only thing that I saw yesterday was Anthony Chang coming out afterwards, and he said, no new injury on Kel'el Ware. And then I went back and I saw Ira tweeted out that Kel'el Ware got the business from Erik Spoelstra and then got told to sit on the bench. So I don't think he was cut. I didn't see him get cut, but then I was like, well, maybe I was just in a malaise of the game and I didn't see him get cut. But one thing I do know is we could have used his ass in the fourth quarter. And I felt like he was getting, if he was cut, I apologize for this take. But if he wasn't cut, and I'm talking stitches cut, if he wasn't cut, that was
not
stubborn.
just a butterfly.
That was stubborn.
Okay. Here's what I would like to say. Why is Spo acting like he got the 95
I don't know.
the 95 Bulls? Right? Why he acting like if you don't do what I say, you sit on the end of the bench, I'll use somebody else. He's your only 7-footer.
And he was gobbling up rebounds. He was playing well.
And
in a game where nobody was playing well, he was playing well.
Can Spo have just a little more patience with a 20-year-old? A little bit. Like he gets so frustrated. Like, yeah.
So
he's learning on the fly. Like you can be firm with him, but you can't bench him.
I know.
Seems
and
like a guy who's burnt out.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
And there you go.
Just
there,
saying.
look, he's gone.
I'm just saying.
This was okay. So this was Ira. Ira tweeted out, Spoelstra with a harsh admonishment of Kel'el Ware during this timeout, several times pointing towards his head. And I was like, so like never to be seen again?
Okay.
Vanished?
Here, news flash. you're going to have to point at your head a lot with a 20-year-old. That's the nature of it in any sport.
I don't
Like,
understand it.
wait, do you understand there's teams that play with 20-year-old JaVale McGee who once shot a ball from half court with 20 seconds
He coached
left.
Hassan Whiteside.
Right. Like,
He said he was out there to get his 2K rating up. And Kel'el Ware in a game where, like, Clint Capela's like, whee! He's like, I got the solution. Kyle Anderson.
slow-mo.
Slow-mo. Hey, he was getting to the line like Jimmy yesterday.
Yeah, but like, come on.
So
So this goes back to how he feels about young players, young bigs from the get. Shouldn't he know by now?
I don't know.
That young bigs require more work.
But dude, I was sitting here, so like I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay, so if he got cut, okay, I'll wipe this from the record. But I don't think he got cut, or not cut to the point where he couldn't play anymore, because I got Ira saying that he got yelled at, Anthony saying there were no new injuries, and then I have Spo after the game with just the biggest doozy of an answer I have heard. Here's the head coach.
Our group is very resilient. And look, what you need right now, you need an incredible amount of stubbornness. You got to be stubborn. You absolutely got to be stubborn and persistent in what we're trying to do. We're not getting the result we want, but there's things that are trending in a better direction. You got to quiet all the noise. You got to just not listen to anything, not read anything, but that's just the deal right now. We're closer than what it feels like. We're putting this thing together like quickly, and sometimes it doesn't happen just like that. But are you building the right habits and building the right trends, through the adversity? The head coach feels that we are, and so you got to be stubborn. You got to put your head down and collectively be stubborn-minded about this until we start, generating some wins.
If I may, stubborn is why we watched two wing players get 75 offensive rebounds, because your answer to stubbornness was a guy whose nickname is Slow-Mo. Now, I don't know what anybody thinks about the whole situation, but I do know the way, what's his name? Okongwu.
Yeah.
And Clint Capella.
Yep.
Were getting rebounds. I think we need Fast Mo. And
yesterday wasn't the day for lessons. I'm sorry.
Right.
It's not the day for lessons. It's not the day for lessons. I'm sorry.
Right. And listen, I understand Spo's frustration with probably Kel'el and some of the simplest of
He's lashing
things.
out, though. He's lashing out.
But like, I will tell you, this is my own personal belief. Okay. I'm gonna tell you where it was screwed up. Okay. If you would have learned this lesson in October and November, we would be past this point right now. But you had your 7-footer playing with the Sky Force. So his production is delayed playing with the NBA players because you were getting him work with the Sky Force.
Unless he tried to alley-oop it in the Hawks basket, you need to have a man who had 15 rebounds in 3 quarters out there.
That's what he had, 15 rebounds?
Yes! He was a monster!
Wait,
He hit that over pretty quickly.
Here's the worst part about that. How can you look onto the court and see them rebounding and offensive rebounding in the paint, and the guy who had 15 rebounds, you put in timeout?
I don't know.
I like.
That's why I need to go. Like, I almost hope that Moonwalker is right, but I need to see. I need to see like UFC afterwards. I need to see like a film of the cut. I need to see it. I need to see Kel'el Ware getting stitched up because otherwise it makes 0 sense.
Right.
0.0 sense. But let's be stubborn. Because we certainly haven't had enough of that as the Heat organization lately.
What's more important? The lesson or the wins?
Wow, that's deep.
I'm just saying.
Wow.
Like there's
Pretty deep.
Give him a
listen.
point. That's good.
That's nice.
Think about this.
Point for Leroy.
And case in point, you let Jimmy do whatever the hell he wanted because wins were more important than being stubborn.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, there needs to be a middle ground where Kel'el's young, you got to go to him, have a conversation with him, and let him know what's up. Because from an outsider looking in, I would say probably the hardest situation for Kel'el to be caught in is when a point guard or a guy on top of the key gets beat and he has to make a decision whether to leave and go defend the rim or stay on his guy and not give up a dunk. That's a tough spot to be in. Now make that guy 20. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So and what happens is when you get in those moments in sports of uncertainty, it looks like you're just standing there. But it's because you're so unsure of what to do because any decision you make is going to be wrong. But I got to tell you.
Dade South says that Spo has too much perspective.
Not really. He has none. I really don't think when it comes to these young bigs, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much of this has to be on the fly? Like, Kel'el's not going to learn how to defend that unless he fails 1,000 times at it and gets yelled at 1,000 times, not benched. Because as a basketball player or a basketball coach, you have to understand the position or how difficult that is. Now, I don't know why Kel'el was benched.
I don't either.
But I do know this.
Poetry Love says they show the cut on the stream I was watching. One of them pirate streams, Poetry.
Maybe that was just some.
Well, they do this sometimes if you watch a wink link.
A winky link?
If you watch on a wink link, sometimes it's just the in-arena feed and there's no commercials. And so they may cut. I didn't see it. I'm not ruling out what Poetry's saying. I'm not ruling out what Moonwalker's saying. And for the life of me, this is a weird thing to say, but I almost hope that he was cut because it's the only thing that would give me a little bit of peace.
Right.
A little bit of peace.
Right.
Because if he was teaching a lesson,
then what?
Then what?
Spo. It's past his prime, dude.
What do you mean,
Past
dude?
his prime,
He's
dude.
not
past his prime.
He's no longer patient.
Here's the
He's
deal.
run down.
Here's the deal.
It's time to go,
Here-
Spo.
Here's the deal. Spo isn't all the ridiculous things you say about him.
Okay.
But I think he does believe that what he's doing is going to get a better result. And at some point, you have to realize that the most important thing is having that big in the game. And so you have to adjust how you go about it so that the point is made while still getting the production and trying to win games. Like to say or to yell at somebody and sit them on the end of the bench and that's your tallest guy on your team that has 15 rebounds after 3 quarters. Like, what are you doing? Cutting off your nose to spite your face?
I don't know. Maybe there was just a mystery cutting his hand to sit him on the bench.
I don't know.
Maybe Spo cut him.
Look at that.
Sit down.
I don't know. I think
Give me your hand.
so. I get what you're saying. Like, you almost hope it was an injury because you don't want to have to deal with the fact that Spo just sat a guy and then just let the other team get 27 offensive rebounds.
Yeah.
To prove a point. That seems kind of.
Nate South says, is Spo a Peaky Blinder? All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll feel good. One of our own local stars got a little national shine last night on the talk show scene. That's next. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Let's get to the road to repeat here. Brought to us by our friends over at Celsius Essential Energy Drinks. Hockey fans, don't sit this one out when it's game time. Make Celsius a part of your play and get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink of
your Florida Panthers.
All right, I did some
Can I get in trouble? I just mushed JFig.
You mushed her like on a bet, or you just went?
No,
telling HR.
I mushed her.
Hilarious.
That's why she's laughing.
No, it's a stiff arm. You're good.
Yeah, you're good.
It's a stiff arm.
It's a stiff
not
arm.
a
You're good.
mush.
Hey, Frog Boy's going to go into his personal stash of tickets to give you a chance to see the Heat host the Timberwolves on March 7th. Timberwolves had an incredible comeback yesterday.
Yeah.
They won?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh my goodness.
Started the fourth, 16-0 run or something?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Pummeled.
They beat OKC yesterday, and then Chris Finch, their head coach, came out. Did you hear this?
No.
Can you get him for us, Marcos? Let me know when you get that. We'll get to the Panthers here in just a second. But Chris Finch had a hilarious press conference yesterday talking about the Oklahoma City Thunder, which, by the way, it's a vet move by Chris Finch because you can only do this after a win. The way that he did this, he went about and he basically hosed down not only the Thunder, but he hosed down Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, which is a delight. I think it was really, really funny. This was Chris Finch after the game.
I mean, yeah. Well, it's so frustrating to play this team because they foul a ton. They really do. They foul all the time. And then, you can't really touch Shai. And it's a very frustrating thing, and it takes a lot of mental toughness to try to play through it. And we just eventually were able to get downhill and force the issue ourselves, and we're rewarded for it.
Man. But that's a good move. Like, listen, if you do that after a loss, you're gonna get made fun of. Loser. But you do that after a win, where you make it seem like you just overcame the challenge of it. That's good. Good job by Finch. Anyway,
because if you lose, it sounds like sour grapes.
Right.
Whining.
Exactly, dude.
Right.
Exactly. So I did some investigation.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Yeah,
I found the cut.
Okay.
I don't know.
Enough to keep him out for the rest of the game?
I don't think. First of all, it looked like it was on the outside of his hand.
Okay.
It didn't look like it was. Like, I remember there was a game where Hassan Whiteside got up for a block and he sliced between his hand on the rim.
Oh yeah, it almost looked like he had to tape it up like a broken hand.
This looked like drippy drip on the outside knuckles.
Crazy.
Crazy. I can't rule it out, but I don't know.
Stitches? You think Stitches worthy?
It looked like they did some. I mean, it looked like there definitely were people working on him on the bench.
Okay.
But it looked like almost like an oil change. It didn't seem like they went to a whole, repair, throw it on, get under the hood. It was like a
NASCAR pit stop.
Those are medical terms.
I don't know what that was. That's you stitching?
What's a butterfly stitch? Is that like the little
the tape?
The tape. Yeah. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Something tells me Spo just didn't want to play him.
Angry at him.
Which is also and you can't see Spo yelling at him and admonishing him.
I don't have video of that. I was looking for that.
Sitting on the end of the bench.
But you don't see that stuff on TV all day because he could have been doing it during a TV timeout, and Iroh's boots on the ground. Right. So I'm gonna take the long-standing Miami Heat reporter OGs. I'm gonna take his word for it.
Yeah, I got it.
I don't like to point to his head. If I'm Cologne, like, point to the scoreboard. For sass.
Hey, it's like in the heat of the battle, I've said some stuff.
A person who says stuff, his name is Matthew Tkachuk. Now, this is cool.
Did you see him on TV?
Matthew Tkachuk was on the Tonight Show.
Really?
He was on with Jimmy Fallon last night.
Get that.
That was amazing. People are hating on him a lot on Instagram.
Are they really?
Yeah,
So when they
Canadians?
so the thread underneath the picture, oh my god. So many
who was hating on him? Where's Marchand? Was he not invited to Jimmy Fallon? Well, let's hear a little bit of Matthew Tkachuk on the Tonight Show, which didn't feature any Boston Bruins.
Oh.
And here was Matthew Tkachuk. This was him discussing on all of the fights in the Four Nations Cup.
This is the Four Nations face-off. Everyone was talking about this. Everyone watched. It was like 60 million people. When was the last time they did this?
It's been 10 years, I think, since the last international opportunity. So this is my 9th year in the league. So I've kind of gotten the short end of the stick on that.
You never had the opportunity,
Never had the opportunity. So I think, myself and all the guys that were in this were just so jacked up for it. And I think that's why you saw the fights all at the beginning of that game against Canada. I think guys want to get their anger out of the way.
Yeah, they did the first 9 seconds of the game. There was like 3 fights.
Yeah,
and you're one of them.
I was one of them. My brother was one of them. So
Dad was proud, huh?
Yeah, I think he was.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah. But you said in some interview that it was the big one. It was the biggest game you ever played in. You won the Stanley Cup.
Yeah,
this was bigger.
It really was such a big tournament and such a huge stage, and something that I'll never forget. And just the thing that I'm most proud of with that team was how much pride we showed in representing our country and being Americans. We're so lucky to be from this great country and to be able to represent.
It must feel cool to put that jersey on.
And then, just to be able to represent and look down and see the USA crest. It's nothing, there's nothing that'll beat that. So it's incredible.
Goosey. He's like fireworks, dude. Fireworks and apple pie.
Everybody was like,
he is here. Here is
face of hockey.
Here's the greatest thing about any Tkachuk.
You could have gotten an MVP.
You hate him unless he's on your team, and you
right.
love him. And you can't have the perspective until he's on your team.
It's pretty crazy though. Like how many hockey players are getting on Fallon?
Right? It was so shocking for me to see.
Like how many guys
start a fight 9 seconds into one of the most watched athletic events in a while.
There's not a lot of guys I feel like can have the media cachet though. Like you got to have a certain personality. That is a thing with.
And you got to
Tkachuk.
look a certain way because Ovechkin is getting ready to break a record.
I know
that nobody thought would break, and I don't know. Are they going to have him on with his teeth out? Or his teeth in, or what he's gonna do?
I don't know.
See what I mean? Because that's a big deal. That's a record nobody ever thought anybody would break.
That Ovechkin can party. Remember when he won the cup?
Oh my goodness.
Russia. A little more. Let's hear a little bit more for Matthew Tkachuk. We'll break clock for America, Glenn.
Yeah,
for America. This is him on getting to play with Brady.
And you get to play with your brother.
Yeah. It's been.
Did you ever play together?
Never. It was our first time. We played an all-star game together, but that's fake. So it was our first ever opportunity, and we grew up like always competing against each other and dreaming about eventually one day he plays in Ottawa, I'm in Florida, so we knew it'd be tough for the regular season, but we always had the dreams of playing with each other, and it finally came true.
When you won the Stanley Cup, there was a shot of your dad. I just want to show everyone. Here's a picture of your dad at Game 7. He got emotional there.
Yeah.
Proud dad.
I think that's the only time I've ever seen him cry.
Yeah. And now I'm showing it on national television again.
And then my brother was crying there too, which I haven't seen him cry since playing mini sticks in the basement and throwing them through the walls.
Yeah. Must have been a lot of holes in the wall when growing up.
There were a lot. That was Mom was not too happy with that stuff.
No.
Then we had to bring it outside and play roller hockey.
But your dad is a legend.
And he played 19 years and was one of the best players of all time and one of the best Americans of all time. And he unfortunately never got the chance to win the cup. And I don't think he would change a thing to see one of his boys lift that trophy. And one of the coolest moments I had was after that on the ice, having my whole family out there with me. And I don't know, I had the cup in my hands for some reason. This was after all the celebrating, and I got to hand it to him, and it was one of the most special moments in my life.
Buddy, come on, Matt, this is the best.
He just made America swoon. Yeah. Matthew Tkachuk just made America swoon.
Look at that.
They really don't know that he's the most disliked player.
Oh,
seriously?
They don't. They don't. Like, you know what?
Punch you right in the face.
And sometimes, like, so, and I would say this: my personality off the football field, you wouldn't think I played football the way that I did. right?
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you have to play a certain way to survive. And I wasn't going to outrun anybody, so I was very confrontational on the football field. But off the field, I wasn't like, people weren't afraid to come up to me because of it, right?
Certainly aren't afraid to come over to the Hard Rock with 900 posters to sign.
My goodness. I don't think, I don't think that the people in this building understand, right? Like some of the situations that they put me in. They really don't. Because, again, we were in Vegas and the cabbie just.
How do you think his script is going?
Dude. So there's nothing worse than being somewhere with Tobin.
Yeah.
And somebody saying something and he's going. So when that guy said script,
yeah,
and he looked at me.
Well, laugh it up, dude.
Or the worst part was the seatbelt incident.
I'm really upset I missed that. That's
where
wonderful.
He never tried to help. He just sat there and waited it out. He's like, yo, you're too hard. You got gentle with it.
Take a break. Hour 2 is next. Go to hell. To a tongue of Iowa. Dolphins quarterback. It's a shorty season.
Daddy loves you guys.
Hour Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of food.
Hour 2 of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Let's get the headlines. Brought to you by Doral Volkswagen. At Doral Volkswagen, choose over 300 new Volkswagen models in stock, like the Tiguan, the Taos, and the Atlas. Remember, when it comes to Volkswagen, the great deals are at Doral Volkswagen. Oh, so aggressive there. Mike McDaniel speaking right now at the NFL Combine. Speaking at the Combine.
Yeah.
He says Tyreek Hill had surgery on his wrist. Called it a ligament issue. Apparently, according to Cam Wolf, which, by the way, just a great reporter name.
Yeah,
Cam Wolf.
McDaniel said the plan is for Hill to resume catching the football in the summer near training camp. He will spend the spring running and recovering. All right. Well, that doesn't sound like they're moving on from him.
Things could change between now and then.
Certainly
Things
could.
change. The draft day. There's a lot of things that can happen between now and then. The great thing about all the things you hear and all the things people say right now is there's no football being played. So don't read into it too much.
Let's see. We have on.
I like that hat. Corduroy.
Yeah, thanks, man. I got it at Pantherland.
You have like 3 of them, right?
Yeah. I like the gold one
This
too.
one, I got the
like,
gold one.
Each
Well,
time
here's
I
what
see him, it's a different hat.
I have my
It's a-
camo trucker one, which is my favorite, but they don't have the new era one. They didn't have it at Pantherland because I went to go get a new one. I was like, they didn't have it. It was sold out. They had another one, but it was kind of flimsy. So then I was like, all right, I guess I'm getting a new Panthers hat. And they had these 2 with the throwback logo. I was like, all right, I'm going with that.
Yeah.
That's the way to
I
go.
like them. The gold one's really nice.
Yeah.
too.
I like
that
the
one.
gold one.
Thanks, guys.
You bald?
What?
You bald?
No, I'm just a hat guy now.
Okay.
My
You,
fault.
you
No.
accuse Mike McDaniel.
I don't think I got like a little thing, but I'm not.
No,
Nah,
you're not
good.
bald.
No,
That-
you're good.
Dude, this is bald.
Looking pretty good.
Yeah, I can't even see the top of your head.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of. There's not a lot of baldness in my family.
I'm the only bald one.
Oh,
Well,
I'm the only bald person in my family.
really?
is that true?
Yeah.
You know why? You're always so stressed.
Well, sorry, you got pro athletic genetics, not the hair.
I'm not
Sorry. It's like it's like
Like
you,
a helmet.
you ever see those memes of
It's-
of God creating LeBron James?
Yeah.
And it's just like you pour the water in, it's just like talent, athleticism, muscles, speed, jumping, and then with hair.
That's pretty much
It's like
what you
getting
got.
everything.
What's amazing is like most people think because of how I talk
Mhm.
that I'm always mad. And I'm like, no.
Mike McDaniel says from David Furones of the Sun Sentinel. Dolphins coach Mike McDaniel said Terron Armstead is not yet ready to make a decision on playing, but the team will operate as if he won't play.
Good. That's how you should do it because half of the season he won't. Like, look, don't take this the wrong way. The Dolphins are a better football team with Terron Armstead on it.
For
But
8
you-
games.
But you can't make the assumption and then get screwed by it. So if he comes back, it's a bonus. But if he doesn't, you have prepared.
Can I give you my second bad Terron Armstead idea?
Please.
Remember when Dwight Freeney would join on as like a pass rush specialist for some contenders by the end of his career?
No.
For like the last 4 games?
No.
What if
No.
we just saved Terron Armstead for the back half?
Yeah.
We call it the back 9.
Or literally like the last 2 games.
Okay.
2 game to
You know,
run.
hold on. Here's the problem with all of your ideas. Money.
Well,
He's already getting paid.
He's under contract.
If you want to run, you need to run.
But would you rather have
-1.
It's kind of like Jimmy Butler. We call it,
dude.
What's going on here?
You
guys?
are shooting.
Maybe you're not listening.
To the equivalent of
We
what
are.
Minus
Miami
one.
Heat did
So
last
sorry.
night.
You guys just
You're over 22 right now.
you are Alec Burks.
Yeah.
If you want to run, you need to run. If I say it again, potentially.
You know why he says it again?
No,
Come on.
no,
Minus
no.
Oh, come on.
-1.
But no. We call it the Jimmy Butler plan, which is you just sit till a sprint, and we just have Terron Armstead out there.
No, but okay.
Last
you're
8.
Here. I love how you make the assumption that if we sit Terron for half the year, that he still won't get hurt after game 3.
Maybe, but less likely. Yeah.
No.
Like
No.
I don't know.
When you get
I don't know.
you get to this age, right, and to where he is health wise,
Last 9 games since the 17-game season.
it doesn't matter. Dude.
7-2 with 72.
If you give him a point, I will.
No, I'm not giving him a point. I'm not giving him a point. You know what? Go sit in the corner with Mark.
Why?
-1.
That's terrible. That's terrible. That's terrible.
The camera's following you. Good job.
That's terrible.
Reasonable, don't you think?
No,
I thought it was good.
no, it wasn't.
That was pretty good.
Like it's terrible.
No, I thought it was just 7-2. You probably didn't hear him. 7-2 with 70. That's what I'm saying.
No.
Now he's producing on the other computer, unfortunately. What you guys made him do? Now he's back to his roots.
Wow, dude. Tough crowd.
Tough crowd. Tough crowd.
Yeah.
Just having some fun, baby.
Yeah. No. Finish off the segment with your counterpart and your both
What was
minus
your slogan
ones.
again? What was it again?
If you want to run,
He's gonna give him a point now because
you
they're in the
need
same
to
group.
run.
That's a point, dude. You know what? Now that I hear it on this side, it's pretty good. Pretty good.
Better audio. What was yours? What was it again? I gotta remember.
I think this is what I think. We have Terron Armstead play the last 9 games.
All right.
And we call it 7-2 with 72.
Whoa! That was good. Anybody else want to call on this side?
I like this side.
Try some bits.
It's like the inmates are trying to run the asylum. What are you doing?
What is it like? JFig is sneaking behind Tobin's camera there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we should do the show like this from now on.
I like it.
You hobnobbers over there. You can be as late as you want from break. No, don't worry about it. We'll take care of
No
this.
fuss, no muss.
Okay, stop it. That's what that was gonna smell like later.
What do you mean, dude?
Wow.
Look, it doesn't smell like muss over here.
It will.
We're doing our best to solve.
Should I slow down on the coffee?
I was gonna tell you.
Have you gotten coffee every break?
Yeah, look how many he's collecting cups.
It's an hour in. That's your second or
Hold on, I
third
need to
cup.
go verify it again.
2-step verification, unfortunately.
Oh, he's actually signing in. Is that?
I thought he was bringing headphones. I thought the headphones were connected to his chair.
Oh, he's gonna go back. Okay.
All right, Miley Cyrus.
They had the Free Willy song on earlier as I was walking in, and I was like, Tobin, what are you up to? That they're playing this Free Willy song in the hallway.
He
dude.
took over.
In the hallway.
He took over Light FM.
They were playing the Free Willy song earlier, and
That did happen.
Right
The
in
whale come
time
out?
for a little Cooper Flag.
Oh, man, what about
What's
Cooper Flag?
wrong
huh?
with you guys?
Come on.
There is zero chance that this team ends up with Cooper Flag.
Not zero chance.
Zero chance.
Only zero chance if we're not in the lottery.
Zero chance.
Well, why would you say that?
Because I don't think they're gonna end up in the lottery.
Oh, well, okay. If you're saying that, then yes, zero chance because you can't get in the dance without ping pong balls.
You know what they say?
What do they say?
Get him out of that room immediately.
Why, dude?
First of all, why are you
Send him to
guys
the
egging
production
each other
room.
off?
What? You know?
Why are you egging each other on?
Send him to the production room.
There's-
Why?
He's in the production room.
No, the other one.
Hmm.
He needs to be alone.
Oh, by Telemundo?
Yeah.
You guys are sending me to Radio Libre?
Yeah.
They don't seem very friendly over there. I don't think they're going to want
No.
me.
We want beef.
Nothing wrong with ping pong. You see what I did there? Because it's the
No,
ink.
that's terrible.
All right,
That
let's
is
try it.
so bad.
No, it wasn't so bad.
-1.
Yes, it was bad.
First ass.
Yeah, that was terrible.
for sass.
That was terrible. So here's the deal. In any of these sports where a draft is coming, right? The worst thing you can do is assume, right? And you can't, if there's a question whether a guy's returning or not, you can't assume that he's coming back. You have to prepare and plan accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
So what I would say is, I think with any offensive lineman they draft is going to be an interior lineman. I think defensively,
Not early though. Yeah, you don't think at like 13.
Very
early for a guard.
It is. But see, here's what I would say about the draft that I'm going to admit to. I don't know how any of these players grade out. And so if I say the Dolphins really need to get this type of player, and then they get to their pick, and the best available player is a different position, I'm not going to be mad because you're only getting trouble. The teams that get in trouble in the draft are the teams that reach and draft guys because they feel they need them, and then that guy doesn't pan out or even resemble what should have been drafted at that pick. And this happens with quarterbacks because let me present this to you. I was thinking about this as I was driving in the car, thinking about all the coffees I was
You were
going to
pondering this?
Yes. If the Chicago Bears had traded the number 1 pick and kept Justin Fields,
Yep.
and drafted 2 or 3 other positions of need,
Mm-hmm.
would they be better off with Justin Fields than they are with Caleb Williams because you've basically taken another quarterback and plugged them in the same terrible situation?
Yeah, but they got a lot of they had multiple picks last year. Like they got a Doomsday,
No, I
they got
again, I understand all that.
it's not like they were weaponless.
No, I understand that. But teams that always feel that we're going to draft a quarterback until we get it right, neglect the rest of their team, and then when they finally get that quarterback, they don't have a supporting staff.
Yeah, but in the fairness to the Bears, though, like they don't play like the Texans get to play in the AFC South. Like they play in the toughest division in football,
Right, which means even more so, you got to have the support staff around your quarterback. You can't just throw a quarterback in the mix.
Yeah, but you also got to have the patience and time, like to put it together.
All right, I was just asking if they still had Justin Fields, but say they had an additional pass rusher, additional offensive lineman, would they be better off than having Caleb Williams and watch him struggle behind the same bad offensive line and struggling defense?
We'll take a break here on the show. Can I get out of the corner now?
I guess.
Yes.
He's been good.
It's dangerous between having you two in the same room with them.
See, that was my plan. It's like, let's just make our situation for them worse with me over here.
But you know what? I do like this whole thing where someone gets sent to the corner because
We just need to make this computer easier to utilize quicker.
that's not gonna happen.
I don't think it's.
Why is my room the punishment room, though? I really feel like.
Well, because half the time you're not there, so it's empty.
This guy's aggressive. I don't understand why it's this way. I don't get it.
7 and 2 is 72.
Pretty good. Come on, you got to hear it on this side. Just everyone coming here.
Okay, let's all go in there right now.
Perfect.
The Panthers skate
All right, welcome back. I don't think it's damage yet, dude. Isn't that next segment?
Damage is done.
Wow, Marco.
My damage is done goes to Leroy.
Why?
For distracting me.
Did you say me?
Nah, I was gonna blame you, but then I figured I'd.
Here, I'll distract you right now so you can get yourself set. WQM invites you to experience every upset, every buzzer beater, and every heart-stopping moment at Odyssey's Buckets and Bets. March 20th to the 23rd, presented by Hard Rock Bet. We're transforming in Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood into the ultimate college basketball tip-off weekend. You guys can immerse yourself with massive LED screens, beers with your crew. Hey, you can throw a couple beers over.
Don't say nothing.
Yeah, if you want to drink with Tobin and Leroy, there'll be real-time betting action. Like, they're going to have a little kiosk. You can do. We're going to have so many chili peppers. I mean, we are going to chili pepper it up. I'm going to bet on teams I've never even heard of. It's going to be fantastic. I got to start scouting tonight, though.
Wait,
might be
you know what's funny? This is also the time of year where we ask Robbie what the mascot is.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a superpower.
He knows it's a superpower. He knows the mascots of every school.
I think you guys can also join me because I'm going to be we're going to be heat scouting while I'm there. You want to heat scout with me? We're scouting. We're scouting, dude. If we're in the lottery.
Really?
We'll see. We're probably going to have a pick. We're probably going to have a pick.
A lottery pick?
We might have a lottery pick. Might. Can't rule it out.
No.
Can't
I
rule
like
it
the
out.
first 2 days.
Oh, yeah.
I can get some
Just
serious chili
nonstop
peppers
action.
going.
So immerse yourself in all the action. VIP tickets and packages are available at Ticketmaster.com. Get all the info at bucketsandbets.com. It's offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. You must be 21 or older and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-888-ADMIT-IT. Remember that?
1-888 get it.
Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood.
I think we've
got a mock draft, everybody. Mel Kiper Jr.
Yeah, can
2.0.
Wait, everybody was talking about Michigan and Ohio State and how it was terrible that Ohio State lost to Michigan. Yet Michigan's got 2 guys getting drafted in the top 10.
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah. So they weren't bad. They were awesome on defense. They just couldn't score.
Okay.
Look, you guys lost everything on offense. No shame in that game.
Everything. Right.
No shame in that game. You'll be back. Number 1 pick, according to Mel Kiper Jr. He's got Abdul Carter.
Yep.
From Penn State.
You know what that tells me?
What?
It tells me that they have determined that the 2 quarterbacks that are available now aren't as good as the quarterbacks in the past, and you can get better talent at the number 1 pick. I would either go him, Abdul, well, especially when the most important positions now, believe it or not, are D tackles and offensive guards.
I'm sorry, though. They have the Titans?
Titans. He says the quarterback question looms large here at the number 1 pick. Could Tennessee trade the pick to a QB needy team looking to land Miami's Cam Ward or Colorado's Shedeur Sanders? Sure. In fact, new GM Mike Borgonzi has even suggested the Titans will listen to offers. Could Tennessee also choose to take one of those passes itself and replace Will Levis? Of course. But there are other ways to attack the quarterback position. Aaron Rodgers? Question mark?
Are we?
Hold on. Here's the deal. You can't be a structured, tough, hard-nosed coach and say my solution at quarterback is Aaron Rodgers.
Who is their coach?
I don't know, they just hired they
got Callahan? Brian Callahan.
Brian
right?
Callahan.
Yeah.
Now, Brian Callahan and Bill Callahan. You think they want to deal with Aaron Rodgers?
I don't know.
Yeah, like it's not.
Something about Aaron Rodgers in Nashville that does seem like it works, though.
Are you willing to risk if you're a coach, here's what you have to think. Are you willing to risk your career on a relationship with Aaron Rodgers?
I got to be honest with you. If you're Tennessee, and I know I'm very biased on this, I think Cam Ward's going to be a stud, dude. I really do. I really think the guy's going to be a stud. I think he's going to be a stud, dude.
Here's why there are questions. with both of those quarterbacks. Now, and again, I'll say this. I've seen Cam do it more because I've seen more of Cam play. So that's the only reason why I'm saying this. So anybody who thinks Shedeur Sanders is better, I'm not arguing with you, okay? I'm basically basing this off of me seeing Cam Ward more. But I will say this. The question with both of these quarterbacks is not their ability to extend plays and make throws. It's their ability to make on-schedule passes. We haven't seen it that much, especially Cam Ward. He pats the hell out of that ball, takes his sweet time. And so you have to see, how does that go to the next level? Right? How does that work at the next level? What part of that skill can you extrapolate?
But he also can move too. Like, it's not like he's not a burner, but he is mobile.
He's elusive in the pocket.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Number 2.
Go.
The Cleveland Browns.
Oh, they're taking Mr. Do-It-All.
Who?
They're taking
Travis
Hunter.
You have that on good knowledge?
Yeah.
It sound like you know that for a fact. Do you know that? Are you hearing that? Are you hearing things out of the
I
war
would
room?
just say there's no player who would make more of an impact.
Wrong! Not according to Mel Kiper, dude.
Mel Kiper saying.
Mel Kiper saying, bring it back to the Bernie Kosar days,
Bring it
dude.
back, bring it
Cam Ward.
Right.
He says, I have Sanders ranked slightly ahead of Ward in my own rankings, but mock drafts are supposed to represent what the league thinks and what is likely to happen. And right now, Ward is the consensus QB1 in this class.
So let me get this straight.
Never doubted him.
Think about this. Here's where Cam is going. And you know I love the Browns, right? Cam Ward is going to sit in a room with Deshaun Watson, Jameis Winston.
Is Jameis Winston for sure back?
I don't know. They listen.
I would think. Here's the thing, though. If they're going to draft Cam Ward, you gotta think they're just gonna release Deshaun Watson, right? Like, I wouldn't put him in the same.
You can't release him.
Why not?
What? Why not? You're paying him either way. Please don't make this a money thing.
He's not playing this year. He's got the blown Achilles.
Just cut ties with him, dude.
Got ties, dude.
I love
like a JFig Instagram picture.
I love the way you guys think that just throwing away $60 million.
What other options do they have? Literally, what other?
It really is their own. But to be fair, like unless they get
here's what I would say.
I guess you can get Russell Wilson on the Chiefs.
Here's what I would say. I would say to get kind of the same situation the Heat were in. To get clarification.
Clarity. Yeah.
Clarity.
Although they haven't done much with that clarity, I got to tell you. 1-6 with clarity.
I think
clarity can kick rocks.
They may do something like that. But like, do you get the feeling it's just one of those situations where, like, if they get something out of it, right? You just wait and hope.
True or false? Bernie Kosar gets the Goosies if this happens.
If they bring in Cam Ward?
Yeah.
I think the entire state of Ohio gets the Goosies. Here's why. Because it's not Deshaun Watson. Correct.
Appropriately.
But I would say that's the issue. The issue is not whether these guys can play. It's whether they can play at the next level, making accurate, quick decisions. That part of it hasn't been proven yet, and both of them pat the hell out of the ball. And that's the transition that you have to figure out. Can they make this transition?
But the one thing that I think is good for the Browns, whatever this is worth, you could tell that kid is just going to be like owning the leadership of an organization.
Correct. I think he has the mental makeup and just the wherewithal for, soon as he gets into the organization, everybody takes a deep breath and a sigh and say,
yep.
All right, let's go.
Take a break. Appropriately, the damage is done, my friend Marcos. Now it's next. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Time to get to our favorite Tuesday game. The damage is done, my friend.
Damage is done.
What'd she say, dude?
Yeah, because
I
you
almost
got to do it on the
slipped, though.
floor. She goes, I'm not doing it on that nasty floor.
She poisoned my pretzel. That's how she did the job.
The number one Notre Dame player, Jimmy Clausen.
A full intangibles list.
I'm actually wearing the shirt that Leroy gave me. You guys
So they
saw
have
the
to pick
birds.
like their rivals. Is that what they had to do?
I guess.
I guess so. We watched during the break, Damage is Done. They showed nothing but Junior Seau highlights. And for some reason, Leroy Horde seemed to be in every highlight, getting either lit up or giving up a sack.
Well, no.
He was good.
Wait
He
a
was
minute.
good. He was
Wait.
good, though. He was
Wait a
good.
minute.
What? That's what they
That
showed.
was also the Rose Bowl. I was the MVP.
Doesn't matter. That's what they showed. Get mad at NFL Network, not me. Damage is done.
Well,
They made it seem like
if it's Junior Seau highlights, they're not going to show me roasting them.
that's true. Did you roast him in that game?
Yes.
Hmm.
I ran for like 150, 2 touchdowns. They lost. So they showing video of them losing. But I did notice all the Notre Dame players, all intangibles.
Sure were. Let's get the damage is done. My damage is done. Goes out to Devin Booker.
Oh no.
Devin Booker is very upset
Mm-hmm.
because apparently Hooters is filing for bankruptcy. And Devin Booker writes out, "Please don't go Hooters." Which only goes to, we now know why the Phoenix Suns are struggling so much. And it's a chronic problem, Marcos.
Damage is done.
Really is a loss of one of America's finest
Establishment.
Can I just
Come
tell
on,
you?
dude.
But
I used
apparently,
Do you really think it's gonna actually?
We used to eat the hell out of Hooters wings.
oh yeah,
And we used to get some, take them on the plane.
Let's all just
when-
go to Hooters
but-
and make sure they do not.
But here's the deal.
close.
Now, if I put them greasy ass wings in my system, it ain't working.
down for the count.
Down for the count.
Damage is done.
Damn it. Ooh,
Damage will be done.
Damage will be done.
Hooters at Bayside was a staple.
I was gonna
dude.
say the Hooters at Bayside.
Oh
man.
One time I went
hit?
to big hit slap, dude.
Slap.
slap.
I give you the Hooters on Bayside,
Mm.
and I give you Hooters on
Doral. You guys don't
University
know
And Pines.
and Pine.
Oh, dude.
Sounds good too.
One time went to go see Jim Mad Dog Mandich there because he had Dontrell Willis at the Hooters and Pines. I was like, oh, I'm going.
Fig's right though. Doral has a good
I used
one.
to work at the one in Doral.
What?
Did you really?
Did
Wait,
you?
you worked at a Hooters?
How did you work
No.
at Hooters?
I feel like we would have known that.
Yeah.
I
Hialeah
had a
has
cousin
one.
who worked
You
there.
worked
She wanted me
there,
to work
and
there.
you had a side job at Publix.
No, my cousin wanted me to leave Publix to go work there. With
Well,
her.
Devin Booker is saying, please don't go Hooters, which just leads to the Suns, which I think is they're too horny. That's why
Too horny,
they are
dude.
horny, dude. And that is why the Suns are struggling. The damage is done.
Why
Damage is
Why you
done.
don't think they like Hooters for the wings?
Something tells me they don't.
But did you see also where Kevin Love went
Kevin Love.
and made fun of it on his Instagram?
Kevin Love,
course
because
he did.
there was an AI picture that Kevin Durant posted of him and Devin Booker at a Hooters, which is probably the only way they can get
They
happiness
looked
right
very
now.
sad though.
Notice Bradley Beal was not at the Hooters. Not at the Hooters.
Strange.
But Kevin Love, yes, posted himself as a young lad, I imagine at UCLA at a Hooters, which is what we did all the time too with our fraternity, because the founder of Hooters was in
Didn't
Teak.
we do the one?
Oh.
Didn't we go down to the one at Bayside? Where did?
Just to hang or to do a
No,
show?
man, we did a show.
I don't remember. The last time I remember doing a radio show at Hooters, I remember you weren't there. Will was filling in for you. I don't know if you were golfing or what.
No,
But
but we did it like a couple of Fridays.
was it me or Eric?
It might
Might have been Eric.
I think
Nah.
I joined Hawk and Crowder once at a Hooters.
Right.
It was like one of my first
I blame Twin Peaks, dude.
Twin Peaks is good.
I know.
Here's the thing, though.
And affordable.
Twin Peaks, they've kind of gotten with the times, right? Like there is a little bit of a with Hooters. It's like Leroy says, it's very greasy.
Yeah.
Like I think in today's day, like the Twin Peaks wings and the food is so good, and the beer temperature.
Yeah.
Right.
Man, now I kinda
And I'm
wanna
not gonna
go.
lie.
Yeah.
Nobody wants like you
If-
get
if I-
Hooters wings and you look into the little box
Mhm.
and there's oil pooling at the bottom.
Mhm.
You know you're in for a long night.
And if I may say, to not sound creepy,
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
while the Hooters outfit is
I
iconic,
knew it.
Yeah.
there's something about a lumberjane dude from Twin Peaks.
Lumberjane.
Something about it, dude.
That's true. You
I'm
know what?
telling D.
That's good. That's a good point. That is a good point.
Here's the only thing that my biggest pet peeve with Twin Peaks.
A woman with a tree.
You know you can't get more than 18 wings. So
What?
say if I
That's a
want to
lot
give
of wings, dude.
no, no.
Not for his car.
But I'm saying if I want to watch a game and I have some people over, I want to get 50 wings.
Uh-huh.
They make me get 3
orders
of 18 wings.
There's got to be a reason for that.
They don't. Like I said, hey, can I get a 50 pack? We don't do that.
Chicken wings are expensive, dude. That's the reason.
No, they're the only wing place that doesn't do that.
I don't consider them a wing place, though. It's kind of crazy. Like I just picture them
But
as a
any
delicious sports bar.
if you go to any sports bar,
They
you
sell
can
food
get
there?
20, 40, 50 wings.
My favorite thing about
Do
a
they
twin.
sell this there?
Oh my god, that's terrible. That's the frog pizza.
Wait, I just
Pizza
want to
Hut.
know why does the one on the left look like the frog is tan?
What was the thing you were trying to do? The pretzel? That kind of looks like Marco's doing the pretzel.
No, hey, you know what?
No, he's doing the frog with his legs. He's doing the frog.
Like this?
What, just have these pictures on the
wait,
bed?
it just a
I
little.
can't get rid of
It
them.
just needs to be a little thicker. Yeah.
Anyway, that's
don't-
my damage is done.
Heavy set.
Hooters is apparently going under, and Devin Booker is sad.
All
So-
the classics are going down. I don't like
My
it.
damage is done is this. Okay. On December 16th,
This one,
past
last
one,
one. Okay.
Yeah.
I ordered a pair of custom-made shoes
Ooh.
for my son
Yes.
to get here by his birthday.
Which is in February.
Was
It's in
2
February.
weeks ago.
Yes.
I thought it was for Christmas,
No. There was no chance of them getting there for Christmas. They're handmade.
but it was his Christmas.
So we get to his birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking on the website. It says, they monogram a buckle, put it on the shoe, but the buckle gets there before the shoes.
Right.
It says your buckle has been delivered in Ohio. So I called them or I left the message,
Situation.
right? And they go, oh, we'll look into it. I'm like, there's nothing to look into. There's nothing on my order that says it should be delivered there. Oh, we made a mistake. We're sorry. What size shoe was that again?
So they haven't started.
So they were asking me about the shoe and all this stuff. I'm like, are you bleeping kidding me? And then they go, well, we tried to get a hold of you to confirm the shoe size.
Did they really try?
No!
What
Huh.
did they run out of chinchilla?
I don't know. I have no idea. But I'm like, hey, buddy, no. Stop trying to, you're screwed up. Admit you're screwed up and get it done and get the shoes here.
They're gonna get it in Christmas
Like, this is
of next year.
absolutely crazy to me. I'm like, I tell you what, y'all could collect that money in about 3 seconds.
Sure can.
You know, I really think that these people do this to you. On
Damage
purpose.
is done.
So, like,
it's
yeah,
constant. with
this
you.
guy is still like, hey, just an update. I said, no update, shoes.
Update me with the shoes, dude.
Right.
So are they on speed now? Like, what's the deal? They're gonna get.
I don't know. Oh,
United?
really?
I don't know.
When you order something 2 months ago, and the last email you get is, what size was that again?
It's not great.
Right.
Jennifer, what damage is done for you?
So we're talking about accountability here.
Oh.
The reason why Marcos made a mistake last segment wasn't because of Marcos.
Wow.
It was because of me.
Wow.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Because we were just we whenever we talk, we discuss, the next segment or whatever. We
don't
give each
believe
other
that.
ideas.
I don't
we do.
believe that.
And
That is
so
all we do.
1 second.
I
don't
was
think you
talking
ever
about
do something.
damage is done, and then he went and he thought that last segment was damages done. So that's my fault.
That is true. You know what? Hey, let's clap it up for a little bit of accountability right there.
That's called being mature.
No, you know what that is?
Mature.
That's you celebrating your ass being off the hook.
Kind of seems like you're like you guys are like the shoe guys.
Oh, okay. No.
Holding us back.
You just sent a buckle to Ohio.
No, we have accountability.
There is nothing. And look, I went and rechecked my,
Also,
order.
what kind of shoes are you? When you say buckle, you mean like a shoe buckle, like a hush.
No, as 1-2 buckle my shoe. What are we doing?
He also just found these shoes today.
I was thinking.
They put your name on it.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I was for some reason I was
You
like,
guys
did he get Fawn's leprechaun shoes?
No, they're kind of cool if you actually get them.
I imagine
They're not cool if you never get them.
2 months to
It's
write
like
it,
it's
man.
unbelievable. 2 months.
got you these air lucky charms.
It's 2 months.
Magically delicious.
And it goes, turnaround time is normally 4 to 5 weeks. So I wait after 5 weeks. I don't even bother them before then.
You could have turned around, sent them back, and then turned them around again for
Right.
the alleged turnaround time.
I can do these shoes for you.
Right. And I just love how nonchalant they are.
What do you got, Frog Boy, for damages done, my friend?
I got something that never gets old. A referee gets hit in the junk here by a puck. Oh, that is
There goes the family
jewels just
Family.
right
Wait.
there. Yeah, not good, dude. Not good. This happened.
We're getting flagged.
Nah, it's Canada.
It's Canada, dude. A quick little second of just boom right there.
Ooh.
Right in the junk. Needless to say, he needed a few moments.
Did you guys see
Pain.
That's how you just take a knee.
Did you guys see the guy on the Sabres broadcast who got hit?
All the
he
way.
got hit with the puck because he sits between the
Damage
bench
is
to do the
done.
game.
Yeah.
And he took it and he just shouts on the air because he understandably so.
Yeah.
He just shouts on the air the F word as loud as possible because he got hit in the face with a puck. Hot mic.
Oh my,
What are you supposed to
I don't
do?
care about this. My face!
Oh man, that damage is done. Take a break. Back after this.
Only
You ever get really startled when like somebody runs into your place of work and they're like, "Hey, I forgot to tell you something." I was like, "What?"
That was.
I thought like something like serious was about to happen to you, and he's like, "I got tickets for you to give away."
There's nothing.
I was like, I don't feel like the energy of the burst into the door
right.
was the
That
need.
it didn't match
the importance. Well, the message is great and great news for our listeners.
Yes.
I didn't feel like that was a burst into the room worthy. I felt like that was a text or something like that. I don't know. Am I wrong, Marcos?
No, it seemed like there was something. I thought you were getting rid of
I
it.
thought we were going far.
Ben just likes to make an entrance, you know?
He does. He does.
I mean,
well,
listen, the last time we got called into a meeting in the glass room.
Oh, yeah. That's your song. If you get brought into a room with all the windows, you're fired.
Oh, yeah. Well, we know that's where we got moved. And Tobin was getting ready to go on vacation. I'm like, you can't go on vacation now, player.
Guess not. It was cool. It was worth it.
Yeah, of course.
It was worth it. Anyway, what he was telling me is that we have tickets to give away for Buckets and Bets, which is going to be a great event coming up as WQM invites you to experience every upset, every buzzer beater, and every heart-stopping moment at Odyssey's Buckets and Bets, March 20th to the 23rd, presented by Hard Rock Bet. We're transforming the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood into the ultimate college basketball tip-off weekend. And you guys can immerse yourself with LED screens, beers with your crew, and real-time betting action. And there's VIP tickets and packages available at Ticketmaster.com. And you guys get all the info you want at bucketsandbets.com. But I'm going to give away. JFig, can you yell out to him and can you ask him, is it a 4-pack of tickets? Is it a pair of tickets? How does he want me to do this?
Love that.
Is it a pair of tickets or a 4-pack?
We need information.
This is good.
4-pack?
It's 2 general admission tickets, by the way. But
2 tickets?
Yeah, you can. No
So
need to yell.
pair.
No need to yell. Right here.
It's a pair of tickets, Frog Boy?
It's just 2 general
We
admission
don't tell him we don't need them. It's 2 tickets. We got it. We're good.
But that is still a $400 value.
Okay, so 2 general admission tickets.
Yes.
We're going to give away today.
Yeah.
And every day this week.
Wow.
Yep.
Look at us.
Right? Or just today?
I'm not going to tell you.
You know what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Caller number 8 right now to
Oh.
305-567-0560. I'm giving away right now. If you guys want to come to Buckets and Bets at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, and mind you,
Yeah.
okay, it's offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. You must be
Yeah.
21 or older and physically present in Florida to wager. So I would imagine if you're going to come, be 21 or older.
And we will be there.
And we will be there doing our show live.
It's a cool event.
So you guys can come hang out with our Silly Sauce crew. Come on and hang out with us. But if you guys want tickets, if you guys want to win tickets right now, caller 8 to 305-567-0560 will win a pair of tickets to Buckets and Bets. And also want to remind you, if you have a gambling problem, call 1-888-ADMITTED. Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood.
Not 1-888 and get it.
Nope. Headlines are brought to you by Doral Volkswagen. At Doral Volkswagen, choose from over 300 new Volkswagen models in stock with the Tiguan, the Taos, and the Atlas. And remember, when it comes to Volkswagen, the great deals are at Doral Volkswagen. We got a double dip of sports tonight here on 560 WQAM. We're scouting tonight. Duke at Miami, 7 o'clock. Tip-off from the Watsco. That game is here on 560 WQAM.
What's the line?
Ooh, good question.
At least 20. At least 20.
You mean the Canes with 2 ACC wins all year?
At least 20.
Hold on. There we go. 22 and a half.
See? Yeah.
Duke is a 22. Should I take the Canes?
No!
Ow, Leroy, that hurt me.
Like, how long? Like, no. Like, just out of.
Games have been closer lately. Now they lost 89 to 54 to them earlier.
Because they're playing other teams that only have 2 wins.
Cooper Flagg, though, huh? Working out at the Heat facility? What are you looking at the weather?
No,
What was that noise? Yeah.
Oh, is it a motorcycle or something outside?
It's my whip.
That's is it? Do they call a motorcycle a whip?
I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. So, and interestingly enough, it appears that the Canes are going to hire associate head coach Jay Lucas from Duke.
Boom.
Like immediately, right?
I don't know. I don't think that's worked out yet. It appeared everybody was kind of pissed that it got leaked, apparently, from Duke's side. John Shire, new Coach K. he was hobnobbing yesterday with Kevin Love at the facility.
Why? Because he was at UCLA with Kevin Love?
No, I think Kevin Love was just at the facility staying in shape because I think he's been home for the birth of his kid.
Oh,
so he wasn't on this road trip. What do you mean? It's his second child.
It's his
Completely
second child.
normal amount of children
Second
to have.
child since he's gotten to Miami. Would he come here to just retire?
I think he actually may have. Yeah.
Would he come here to
he actually has
sit on the bench, have children,
I
and
think he's
tweet?
come. I think Kevin Love came here to do a few things: retire, make Instagram jokey jokes, and make babies.
Would he come here to make babies?
Solid. Just Miami.
Love. Anyway, so that's on QAM tonight. If you guys want to listen to the Cats, Florida Panthers in action tonight against the Nashville Predators at 7:00, you could hear that game on 790 The Tick Cat tonight.
Yeah.
No Matthew Tkachuk, of course. He's dealing with his injury. We should get. Let me just see if any of the reporters. I think we're supposed to get an update on him this morning.
I got an update. Still handsome.
Wow.
Boom. Now a national celebrity at this point. Fallon.
Let's see.
Amazing.
I don't see anything
Face
yet.
of the NHL?
What's more reputable, Fallon or Kimmel?
I like Fallon.
I think Fallon is younger.
Fallon has a roller coaster ride at Universal.
That's true. I do like it.
It feels like getting.
I remember watching him in a movie with before he got this gig with Queen Latifah.
Oh yes,
yeah.
I feel like just getting on the Tonight Show, he's just as a brand is a bigger deal than getting on Kimmel. Even though I feel like I enjoy Kimmel more as like an interview.
True.
You know,
I like Guillermo.
You're not on there for the interviews. You're on there for the entertainment, for the
jokey jokes.
Yeah,
jokey jokes. That's why I like.
I like the interviews.
I don't think I've ever watched Colbert. I don't think I've ever watched Colbert.
Get out of here. Or Late Night with Seth Meyers.
No, I don't think I've really watched Late Night since Conan left. I was a big Conan guy.
Conan is good.
You gonna watch him on the Oscars? You into that at all?
Conan tall.
No.
Yeah, me neither.
Isn't he like 6'4"?
Because you know what sucks? It is literally the only award show where nobody's seen any of the movies nominated.
Honestly, yes.
like when like
like
you
the
may
first time I've ever
you
heard
may
of most
watch
of them.
and to be fair, you may watch the movies after they win or after you see who's nominated because you see like, oh, what the movie's about and they given but some of the movies that win, you're like,
I've only seen movies my kid wants to see this year. So I've only seen Red One and I've seen Captain America.
I've seen.
it.
Oh, did you see was Captain America good?
I enjoyed it, but I'm not from what I understand from the Marvel hardcore.
No, I don't care about them.
I enjoyed it.
I'm the one that likes to go to see a movie, and I like going to see all the Marvel movies.
You watch the movie to see the movie, not
Right.
for, like,
I'm not trying to get the whole overall picture, you know, because they re-signed old boy, the one that got kicked. The
Jonathan
Majors.
Yeah, he's back.
He's back as what? What is it? What
The
was
bad
role?
guy. He's the new bad guy. He's the new.
I'm really out, dude. I don't know who these roles
He's
are.
the new.
Is he
what's
new
his name?
Thanos?
Yeah, he's new Thanos.
Oh, that's kind of
Well, Kang.
I did like him in Creed 3.
Good in Creed
Jonathan
3.
Majors.
He was good in Creed 3.
He was in Creed 3.
He was the bad guy.
Unlike
really?
Old Little Thumb over there. I haven't forgiven the Oscars, by the way, for what they did.
I
to
just
Chris
finished
Tucker.
watching Black
I mean,
Panther
Chris
again.
Rock.
It was on TV.
Black Panther.
The OG?
Timeless.
Yeah. The new Black Panther almost made me cry.
Yeah, what's
Damn
that?
Rihanna. At the end of the movie,
Always blames
when you
Rihanna.
find out,
I know.
No, at the end of the movie, when you
She
find
got him
out
the
Yeah, it's
that
his
he has
son.
a little Black Panther,
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
dude,
Just
this
got
way
goosebumps.
we way past that.
Just got goosebumps.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
People haven't forgotten Oscars.
Damn you, Rihanna.
People haven't forgotten.
You know what else people haven't forgotten?
What?
That Saquon Barkley was let go by the Giants.
Oh, God.
They have forgotten.
Especially the Giants GM.
Joe Schoen today addressed the media.
Oh, what did he say? Did he say? Well, first of all, the fact that we're still addressing him as Giants GM
How does he
It's
have
amazing.
is
It's
amazing.
very strong.
He has to. The relationship that he has with the owner
Mhm.
has to be so strong because I don't know if another GM would survive that.
Nope.
Right? Does Chris Greer survive that?
Probably.
I'm gonna say maybe. Actually,
Probably.
You know
He may
what?
be the only other guy.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
no way a minority survives that. And then Chris Greer came to mind. I was like, oh, that guy's surviving that for sure. For sure, he's surviving.
Is that like, wow?
Here is Joe Schoen on Saquon Barkley becoming a champion.
I don't know.
I'm happy for him. Here you can say, I'm happy for him.
So sorry.
Right?
Even in the time I was
say,
discussing it, you didn't think
hey,
in that 30 seconds of stalling?
I was just
Here's
so
what
shocked
here's
he said
did they
it.
ask him? Did they ask him? Hey, what's his name?
Joe Schoen.
Joe Schoen.
Joe Schoen. You think you could have used the guy that ran for 2,500 yards?
Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones.
Right? You think
Woo.
you could have went and spent any amount of money for a
You
quarterback?
think after a decision like that, you should be responsible for picking the next franchise quarterback of the New York Giants?
Yeah.
It's just a
You
thought.
gave Daniel Jones $40 million, and after 7 months, you cut him.
So horrible.
There's nothing saying I'm wasting money like that, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. Now do you have it?
Yeah, I'm happy for Saquon. Obviously, went on to win the Super Bowl, and we wish him nothing but the best. Always going to evaluate all the decisions you make, and we were at a different place in our build. And again, love Saquon and wish him nothing but the best.
That's the biggest.
We got
I
a
don't
new
think you-
we got a new entry to damage is done. No, there is no wait. Look,
Damage is
Marcos.
done.
Yeah.
Give it a one.
Not buying it.
Let me hear it one more time.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Yeah, I'm happy
in
for
a different
Saquon.
place.
Obviously, went on to win the Super Bowl, and we wish him nothing but the best. Always going to evaluate all the decisions you make, and we were at a different place in our build. And again, love Saquon and wish him nothing but the best.
Here's the thing,
A
though.
different place in our build.
Joe, here's the thing, though, dude.
You cut your quarterback 3 months later.
Also, you don't have to wish him the best. The best has happened to him.
Right. He's already there.
He's got to wish you the best.
Right.
Best of luck here in your future endeavors, dude.
In your rebuild. So they went from Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley to who's the quarterback there this year?
They had Tommy DeVito.
Oh,
Tommy
They had
DeVito.
They had Drew Lock.
Oh.
Did they bring Tim Boyle after the Dolphins cut him?
Oh man, that's a name I
Wait.
forgot about.
Drew Lock.
Yep.
Man, was he a number 2 pick?
Yeah, he's the quarterback for the Giants.
No,
Tim
he
Boyle.
wasn't number 2 pick. He was a first round pick, but he was.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But it was a couple teams ago. That was like the
He
Broncos.
he was in the second round.
Was
40,
he?
Okay.
42nd overall pick, so he was 10th. In the
Who was their
second
first round? Oh, Paxton Lynch. I think I'm thinking of.
Yes.
No, that was Denver's first.
But Drew,
Yeah.
who was Drew Lock picked by?
Paxton Lynch drafted in the
Tennessee.
first
Wasn't
round.
Drew
They
Lock-
both are drafted by the Broncos.
Oh, Drew Lock.
Drew Lock was drafted in the first round of the 2016 draft, and with the 42nd pick of the 2019 draft, the Broncos selected
Paxton Lynch.
I'm sorry, Drew Lock was 42nd. Paxton Lynch was in the first round.
So my
Jeez.
question is that he's still making a career of this.
Drew Lock?
Drew Lock.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. You can be a backup quarterback forever.
If Tim Boyle's still getting gigs, this guy's getting gigs.
Tim Boyle, Giants.
Colston Loveland, big time tight end right there.
Hey man, look at that. 1,000 yards last year for Drew Lock.
1,000 yards what?
1,000 yards
1,000 yards in 8
passing.
games.
Yeah.
Their quarterbacks last year, Daniel Jones played 10, Drew Lock played 8, Tommy DeVito played 3, and Tim Boyle had 1.
I don't know if it's and now starting for the Giants, Tim Boyle.
Tim Boyle. Just has a bad name.
We were there.
He's
We
gotta
had
switch
him.
it up.
We had him.
We had him.
That was our backup. That was our backup after 1 week.
Man.
You got to prepare better this time, Dolphins. I'm
What's
just going to
going
tell
on?
you. You guys got to
What's
prepare a
going
little
on
bit better
here?
than
Come on
that.
now.
Take a break. We'll get back into the Dolphins and some of the things Mike McDaniel said today. Back after this.
You all right, man? Pretty deep sigh.
How does nobody hit a 3-pointer yesterday except for Andrew Wiggins?
Okay.
How's that possible?
Yeah, it was rough, dude.
Professional basketball players.
It was rough.
How does that happen? Why? Can this season just be like, can it be shot into the sun? Like, is it possible? Just can you mind wipe it from me? Can you, what is that thing that they had in Men in Black? The neuralizer?
Yeah.
Can you just erase?
Was it neutralizer?
Can you just erase 24-25 Miami Heat basketball from my mind? Because it hurts. And I don't know why, but I sit here and I watch it every night. And God love Amy Audibert yesterday trying to give it all positive.
She tried to be all
She
positive.
tried so hard to tell Tobes, come on, you're going to be enjoying this basketball. And then I tuned in last night to FanDuel Sports Sun, and I had the privilege of watching the worst game of the season. Now, mind you,
there's been worse than this.
No, I was in person for the Utah Jazz ass kicking at home. I was, and you basically, you sent my son to Messi, which is what you did, Miami Heat. And that was bad, Leroy. But here's the thing. I still made memories, and it was over by the first quarter. I knew what was going to happen that night. I, like a fool, watched last night, and I'm like, but they're only down 7, which might as well have been 70 with how they were shooting the basketball yesterday. So when you ask me, Frog Boy, what does mean? That's what that means. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired. And I'm trying. Okay? I'm sitting here and I watched this season go straight to hell. And the little things that I did have, what did I have? The little morsels, the crumbs. Please, Spo, I want some more. The measly crumbs that I had was Jovic, dude, and how he has a broken hand, and Kel'el Ware, who may have cut his hand, but if he didn't cut his hand, was just out of spite not let back into the fourth quarter. Either one is terrible, and that's all I have. And now what do I have? Slow-mo. Alec Burks. That's what I have. So when you ask what
is there any sport that you want somebody's nickname to be slow-mo?
No.
Not at all.
Not a pitcher?
I've Jaime Jaquez turned into a bench rider.
What happened to him?
Well, I don't know.
Bubble guts.
I don't know what happened to him.
Ever since the bubble guts.
I'm gonna start calling him Jamie Jaquez.
Okay, you know what happened to the last person that used? Remember when the coach called Jimmy James?
James Butler.
Yeah.
How did that guy have a better divorce than we did? That guy got a better divorce than we did. And I gotta watch Jimmy and Draymond and Steph and you and your best of friends. It's the best organization ever. Who they kicking? Whose ass they kicking tonight? Who they got?
What are they 5-1 since he joined?
5-1. He's averaging more free throws than D Wade in the 06 finals. Oh my God.
Who do they have?
The Hornets.
Oh God. Man, look at their upcoming schedule. They got the Hornets, the Magic, the Sixers, the Knicks, the Nets, the Pistons.
Jeez.
Wow.
So they're gonna be the 4 seed.
They're gonna be like 10-2.
They don't really have a rough game till they face the Nuggets in mid-March.
And I think the thing that I'm bothered with the most, because I keep staring at this, and maybe we deserve this. You know, I was I was not a nice person. You know, and I admit that. But the Portland Trailblazers, dude. The Portland mother bleeping Trailblazers, Leroy.
Don't say it.
They are 1 win away from having the same amount of wins as us.
Oh no.
And that, my friends, is pathetic.
Is that rock bottom?
Oh,
Man.
dude. We hit rock bottom and I said, Hey, send me that jackhammer. Alex Burks.
I mean, if I may,
Joe Cronin.
this is your fault too.
No, please don't do that.
No, let me tell you why.
Kick
Let
him
me
while he's down.
Let me tell you why. Marcos?
Yeah.
Who's the person begging for Terry Rozier to be out of the lineup?
I wasn't begging.
Tobin.
I wasn't begging. I
dude.
wasn't begging. I wasn't
Oh,
begging.
you
Begging
were
is a strong
begging,
word. I was not.
dude.
Listen,
Oh,
I was
you
not
were
begging.
begging.
Begging is a
Stop it.
strong word.
You-
Begging is a strong word.
Stop it.
I was not begging. I was
Stop
not
it.
begging.
Stop
That's not
it.
true. That's not true.
Oh my goodness.
I won't allow you to. I won't allow you to paint me with
Don't do
takes that I
that.
haven't had.
What have you said about Terry Rozier?
He stunk. But I haven't wasn't like campaigning for him to not play.
Going from Davion Mitchell to Terry Rozier is like going from a Ferrari to a unicycle.
That's fair.
Okay.
That was 2 days
Okay.
ago.
That was 2 days ago.
Yeah,
So
but
what were
at
you
what
saying?
point do I at what point do I call him did I call to bench him?
So calling him a unicycle?
He finger rolled the ball backwards.
He was throwing the alley-oop.
The season.
But wait. So make up your mind.
What?
Because you got the alternative.
Oh, he was terrible.
Right. So now who do you want? Would you rather have Terry in there?
You know who I want, to be honest with you? I really and don't make fun of me about this. I think it's time to call up the Sioux Falls guys. I think it's time to give Josh Christopher a little whirl. Josh Christopher.
Yeah, the MVP.
MVP of the Summer League team. I think it's time to give Josh Christopher a chance.
Yeah,
Jacob,
little-
I think it's time to give him a chance.
I
think it's time to give Keyshawn Johnson a chance.
Yeah.
I think it's time to give Isaiah Stevens a chance.
Well,
Why?
yeah.
Throws great lobs.
Okay.
You see, nobody can throw a lob to Kel'el Ware anymore.
Oh
The
my goodness.
Sioux
They got him all over the
Falls-
place.
A Sioux Falls.
I think it's
souffle.
time. Yeah, Michael's right. I think it's time to give Swedish Swish,
Ooh.
Swish a Swede, a chance, Leroy. Because these guys, they stink.
This is in January. Terry Rozier might be the reason Jimmy wants out. Never seen a three for three
I
field
mean,
goal
if
start.
he didn't want
more detrimental.
if he
to
didn't
the
want
team.
out with Kyle Lowry, he can't want out with
No, that's
anybody playing now.
That was his boy though.
He still wasn't.
I think he's cool with Terry, but
Yeah.
I definitely think that I definitely think he got to some games and Jimmy was like, "Eesh."
Terry in with a 10-point lead.
You know
He's
what?
on notice.
When you've lost 5 or 6 games in a row, I would say this.
What was our text?
That last one was Terry Rozier in with a 10-point lead. He's on notice. And this was again days ago.
What game was that?
This is 2 games ago.
Oh, we lost.
Yeah, we did. We did. This is also after you called Leroy's take a win sock, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I can't, like, I don't think you understood what I was saying.
What?
About Jimmy Butler.
I understood what you're saying.
Okay.
I got your take.
Right. Like,
I just boxed you in. That's all.
No. Because here's the deal. If I took Jimmy Butler and made him a number 1 on any of the teams contending,
Mm-hmm. We're gonna do the same thing.
you keep arguing about it. It's really a fact.
It's not though.
Okay.
It's not. Like, how can you say it's a fact when I have more evidence towards the otherwise?
you don't.
Your measurement is the championship?
No, you don't.
But your measurement is the championship.
Right. So
That's it.
my overall question was this. Can you win a championship with Jimmy Butler as your number 1? Because in Golden State, he's not the number 1, and he looks more comfortable just doing 14 to 18 and touching every stat line. That can't be a number 1, though.
But if it's the number 1 impact for your number 1 scorer too, like what is it 2? Is it like what? It's not like you make it. You're making it to seem like he's Patrick Beverly.
No, I'm not. No, that's the point you're missing. I'm not saying he's Patrick Beverly. I'm saying that the role that he's playing with Golden State is more comfortable to him and helps that team a lot more with him being in that role than if you take him and put him on another team and ask him to be Steph Curry. Because if you look at all these teams, that are contending, they all have a guy who come hell or high water, gonna get you 25 to 30. That's never really been Jimmy here, although he has done it.
But to your argument, okay, like I'll hear you out on that. I don't really understand the point of the argument because, like, if you were to say that, then Jason Tatum can't be the number one guy because Jaylen Brown was last year.
Well, no, but you can come.
But you can't. Like,
Sure
statistically, no. Statistically, in their playoff resumes, you can't.
Right.
One guy statistically is a better scorer than the other guy.
Yes.
If your point is
but
scoring.
they have two of those guys, though. So it doesn't matter which one it is.
So you're saying he needs another guy. Like,
sure.
Okay, that's not on him, though.
He has he has another guy now where he can do the things that he does best because he doesn't have to rely on the scoring aspect of it because somebody can do that.
Yeah, but everybody does. Everybody needs another guy.
Right.
Everybody does. Like, I don't understand why.
Yes, but what I'm saying is this. Yes, everybody needs another guy. Okay. But most of the guys on other teams are the scorer and they need an assistant scorer or a guy who, if I'm having an off night, can also go for 25.
Yeah, but who
30.
doesn't need that? I don't really understand why that takes away from his stardom.
Because what I'm saying is the starting point. Okay, so if I take Tatum and Brown, okay, Tatum can go off for 40, right? But if he has an off night or a bad series, Jaylen Brown can. I'm saying that the player that Jimmy Butler is, he's never going to be that guy.
Let me put it like this.
Go ahead.
The way I feel like your argument makes it sound is as if you switch Jason Tatum onto the Heat, right? And let's make it Jason Tatum, Bam, and whatever, that they have as much of a chance to get to the finals and win a championship or a better chance than Jimmy Butler because Tatum's a better scorer. When I'm telling you in the playoffs, statistically, that's not true. Jimmy Butler's playoff resume and scoring resume is better than Jason Tatum's.
I'm not even arguing that. I'm just saying the role that Jason Tatum has on that team.
Which is coattail rider, by the way. Coattail. Fourth most important. Fourth most important. Somebody respect me.
Macmon said it's right. KD and Booker got each other and they're trash.
Oof.
Yeah.
They got Hooters jokes, though.
Yep.
You know what I got? I got nothing. I got nothing. I'm so pathetic.
No, say don't be blinded by a logo. Jimmy is a top player. See, it's hard for me to explain.
Your frustration with Jimmy, though, I get. Like, it's a regular season thing, though. Like, because most guys, I understand what your point of it is like, he's not conventional enough that he can be Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and I can rely on him to give me the production if somebody has an off
Look at
night.
all the top teams.
I understand what you're saying.
So,
but I'm saying he's weird in that he can impact winning in different ways that other guys don't.
But
and I don't think that takes away from him being a number one. I don't think it does.
But when you say that and you put that title on somebody, right? Can they be your number one?
For a playoff run, there's not many guys I'd take more than him, dude. There's not.
Okay.
For a regular season, I get your argument. I think that's fair.
If you don't the regular season does matter. Stop making it sound like just get me to the playoffs and then ball out. That's not how it works. Because guess what? Pat Riley got sick and tired of being in a damn play-in.
And where is he
I
now?
don't care how much success they had.
And where is he now?
Okay.
One more win than Joe Cronin.
Oh, okay. But that's,
And good for him. Look, he made a stand. And this is why we deserve Cooper Flagg. This is why I deserve it. I deserve something good.
Right. In the league where more than half of the teams make the playoffs, regular season doesn't matter as much. It does if you put yourself at risk being in the play-in every year. Because anything can happen in a one-game sample size. Anything. The fact that you're in that when if your number one had played 5 or 10 more games, you wouldn't be in that situation is a hard pill to swallow every damn year.
Yes, last year was a hard pill to swallow. The year before, like I just feel like it gets. First of all, he played more games that he played less games the year that they went to the finals than the year that they didn't, that they got bounced. He played 64 games last year.
Okay, but again, you can't keep playing with fire like that every year. The thing is that yes. Dennis said it best. You're a 500 team, no matter what the
They're not a 500 team. They're under 500.
No. I'm saying with Jimmy, you're a 500 team. That's playing with fire.
They were much better last year with him than they are right now. They were.
I'm okay. 3-4 games.
No, like 10, dude. Like they were like 6 games over 500.
Where did they finish the season with? At 500.
No, they weren't 500. They were not 41 and 41. They were 46 and 36.
Last year?
Yes.
At the end of the season?
Yes.
Okay.
I get it. I understand it. I'm just sad. I'm lashing out. You want to hug me?
You're sad.
You want to give me a hug?
Not really.
I'll hug you, buddy.
All right. I'm going to go hug Frog Boy.
Yeah, you go hug Frog Boy because I'm just like the season has been miserable. We're all sad because the season hasn't worked out.
Oh, he just threw his
right.
card.
You asked for that. You asked for that.
I'm Michael J.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Guy Fieri's still doing it, huh?
I mean, so
Apparently-
Santana.
Apparently, Guy Fieri did wonderful at the
no.
food and wine thing.
All right. Never been to a food and wine
I've never
festival.
gone either. They give everybody tickets minus us.
What's angry British swole chef?
Gordon Ramsay.
Swole though.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Robert
Swole?
Irvine?
Don't know.
All right, who cares then?
Don't know.
All right.
Let's mix it all up, eh, Froggy? Speaking of
let's do
mixing
it.
things up in ingredients,
Silbergsburg up. Yeah.
All right. What do you got for us today, Marcos?
I have some inside information.
All right.
On one of the most coveted free agents on the market, Jevon the Snowman Holland.
Mike McDaniel. Oof. Hear his comments today?
No, I didn't hear that. Oh my god.
Anytime a coach says someone's got has earned the right to be a free agent,
Oh god,
that guy's not coming back.
he ain't coming back.
I've heard that line before.
Christian Wilkins earned that right.
Mhm. Christian Wilkins, Rob Hunt. Oh, you've earned the right to be a free agent basically means see ya.
Go get that.
I just it's annoying that one of the things that teams take pride in is drafting guys who have longevity in the league, and it means that you pick the right guy.
Yep.
And we have let more guys leave that we have invested in, and I just wonder how do you feel about that? How do we? You should be using those guys as accomplishments, and he just doesn't like when they say, "Hey, you suck at the draft." He doesn't suck at the draft. He just doesn't retain any of the guys.
Well, Jevon Holland revealed what he's looking for in free agency. This is what the Snowman had to say. Go Snowman.
Yeah, you know what I'm looking for. Detailed and experienced coaching, a player supportive ownership, just honest culture setting, men leading head coach with a goal and a standard he holds everybody to. A team that wants to win and has players with like-mindedness about the team's goals and standards, leaders that want to lead and set examples by action, not by their word. So I think that in itself is, what I'm really looking for.
We have a list.
Hold on, though. Hold on. Does that sound like shots at this organization? A leader of men that will hold everyone accountable. Apparently, Mike McDaniel was letting people do whatever the hell they wanted. Leaders that
the
led with their
Tyreek Hill
actions.
situation.
Well, that's why it resulted in that. But then also speaking about the leader to the team, he says he wants someone that leads with actions, not just words. Mr. Tyreek Hill says all the right things, but quits early. Does that mean?
I definitely think that the Tyreek Hill thing had to lose a little bit of credibility with the head coach last year, especially. Yeah, I don't know what to make of this Wes Welker thing because I know Joe kind of went viral yesterday with the Dolphins thing. He said on his show that, Tyreek Hill's tardiness was basically the reason why Wes Welker was let go, I guess implying that Wes was covering for him. But, I don't know. Like, this is one of those things where, look, we can't be Peter Pans about this. Obviously, certain stars get different treatment. That's just what sports is. Terron Armstead doesn't have to practice. I'm sure Tyreek Hill gets different rules at camp, all that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
But,
That's true.
but when you're not winning those extra rules, people look at the sides, like to the Jimmy thing, the Heat let Jimmy do what he wanted to do. And then when you don't win, your feelings change on it. You feel differently about feelings, and you'll let him stay 30 minutes away from or 30 miles away from wherever the NBA finals is when you're in the NBA finals. So I don't know. I don't know if that had any of a hit on Mike McDaniel's credibility with the locker room or whatnot, but clearly it was something that was bothering Mike McDaniel by the end of the year because that was supposedly his exit meeting message to everybody, and they all came and told the media about it. So But Snowman's as good as gone, dude. I don't know what to tell you. Like he's that dude is that dude is out of here. He's got Washington Commander written all over him.
What? That'll be a good fit.
Who's got that money to spend?
That hurts.
Who's got a rookie QB? Maybe a Chicago Bear.
He's gonna be a Raider.
Maybe. Did you guys see that? Did you see that? There was a Twitter video going around of Pete Carroll was apparently hobnobbing with Mike McDonald from the Seahawks.
Oh,
a lot of people thought that there was like possibly some trade negotiations going on to get Geno to Vegas.
Really?
Yeah, that's Pete's guy. That's Pete's guy.
That is Pete's guy.
Geno Smith or Aaron Rodgers?
I mean,
Geno Smith.
Aaron Rodgers.
Just like
Geno Smith, sneaky mobile.
Here's the deal. At that position, you need somebody who's gonna, in effect, be a second coach on the field, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who's gonna relay the messages of the head coach to the rest of the team, because that position is viewed as a position of leadership.
Matthew Stafford or Aaron Rodgers?
Matthew Stafford.
It's gonna be anyone or Aaron Rodgers. He's gonna pick the other guy.
There's got to be somebody I can get within reason. I won't ask about
Daniel Jones or Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
I'll take Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
What about Kyler Murray or Aaron Rodgers?
Ooh,
Aaron Rodgers.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Sam Darnold or Aaron Rodgers?
Ooh,
Sam Darnold.
Oh, okay.
Just think young, like
younger.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson or Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers. Come on.
So you admit that the Browns should cut Deshaun Watson?
I just don't know as an organization
Same.
how you could put damn near 20 to 25% of your salary cap and just send them home.
What am I supposed to do?
Baker Mayfield or Aaron Rodgers?
Oh, come on. Wow.
I'll go Baker.
Gotta go Baker.
Baker had monster numbers last
I know.
year.
Gotta go
I
Baker,
know.
dude.
Ridiculous numbers.
Pro
I know.
Bowler.
What else you got in the mixed bag, Marcos?
I got Johnny Damon, former Yankee,
Really?
former Red Sox, discussing the Yankees changing their
He would be
facial
the guy I want to hear from.
That's the guy. This is Johnny. What did he had a nickname, didn't he? Something about baseball. October.
Johnny Damon here. I just heard that the Yankees are not requiring people to cut their hair, trim their beards, and you can always have your mustache, but I cut these lovely locks off many years ago because George Steinbrenner is such a great human being, such a great boss, that I wasn't even going to question it. Everyone, let's keep the policies the same. Listen to your bosses. Always bring your A game, and let's go.
Does he
Hold on.
No, he's totally drunk.
He's hammered. He's not drunk. He is hammered.
But you know what though? That was a great message for someone who's hammered. Because if I am hammered, the message is different. Always listen to your boss.
Oh, I could just I could picture you right now. Just say, "Hey, G, come here. Did you see what our son just did? Look at the size of that thing. Holy smokes!"
Big. Pretty big.
Man,
too big. Scary.
Yeah, he was I mean, not only weird that he went from the Red Sox to Yankees, which is always an interesting twist, but yeah, of course, he went from the caveman looking like baseball Jesus to clean cut.
I think that's what they called him. Caveman.
I don't remember.
Yep, John.
But he was he's a beloved Red Sox because being on the 04 team. So
Yep.
I tell you what though, man, they don't make him like Mike Lowell anymore.
Here he goes again.
Kelsey says he's returning.
Bat speed. What do you mean? Oh, you're talking about Travis.
He says that, or he's expected to return.
Expected.
Yeah, I'd return too after that performance. Bum.
Jeez. Wow. Take a break. Back after this. All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Hey, I want to let you guys know about something. All right. First off, Leroy, I need a weather update, dude, from the Demesman and Dover Law Firm. YourAccidentAttorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them at 866-954-MORE.
Out the window, Flex.
There he is.
We got a little breeze. Breeze is not as strong as it was yesterday, but I would say it's about, say, 10 to 15, but not as strong as it was yesterday. And maybe it's because where I am, the clouds are coming out of, can't tell. Can you tell which way these clouds are going? Look, they're all over the place. Looks like they're going left to right. I'm going to go left to right. Wait, hold on. I see a plane. Did that plane take off or is he coming in for landing?
Where's the plane?
Wait, way over there.
Which way is the Cooper flag blowing?
See it right there?
No.
Way over there in the corner. Way down there. Let's see a little bitty flag. That's a plane right there. Coming in, I'm going to say the winds are out of the west. Yeah, see the clouds going right to left? Or out of the west, northwest. I thought it was supposed to rain. Everybody told me get ready for some torrential downpours and have a little bit. Not like they were talking about, but hey, you jackasses that live in South Florida.
Wow.
Don't come at me when we got a drought. We say that every year, and then it rains for 3 months. So just enjoy the no rain.
Drought schmout.
Right. I would say right now it's about 80, 82 degrees. Otherwise, a very pleasant day.
Even goes, oh, look, the hobnobbers showed up. Oh, man. Headlines. Here's what we got tonight. All right. We got a little action, a little college hoops, which, the Canes have had a struggle season. But if you want to watch Cooper Flagg tonight and see if the Canes can take them down, they are 22.5-point underdogs. That gets going tonight, 7 o'clock from the Watsco Center. Yesterday, Duke basketball tweeted out a lot of photos working out at the Heat facility. They posted a photo of Shane Battier and Nick Arison. And one had to wonder.
Can I say this?
What?
I am never, ever, ever going to a sporting event to watch my team play the other team. I'm going for my team and my team only. So you're saying, oh, let's go watch Cooper Flagg.
You went to see Wembanyama.
No, I was there and I saw Wembanyama. I didn't go there to see Wembanyama.
Did you enjoy seeing Wembanyama?
Yeah, I enjoyed seeing him, but I was there to see the Heat.
All right, so if you see a giant intangible flying through the air, what's the big problem? What?
Are they playing at home?
Yes.
Okay. Are you going?
No.
Okay. Then
my son got flag football practice tonight.
Otherwise, you would go.
See that intangible flying down the field?
That's if Leroy was Joe Zagaki's color analyst tonight.
Ooh, you see that intangible flying down the field?
You guys can hear the game tonight on WQAM on 790. The Tic Cat. You got Panthers and Predators tonight, and the Panthers looking to bounce back from their loss to the Kraken.
Yeah.
And
the Kraken is such a cool name.
That is an 8 o'clock puck drop from Nash Vegas. The Kraken is a cool name.
Yeah.
Montour got a shout out. That was cool for him.
It was a nice texture for sure.
Ooh, cheddar horseradish.
Who?
Kettle chips. Sounds tasty.
What?
That was so random.
He's
horseradish?
He's hungry.
Yeah.
Ew.
You
guys
don't be listen. Nobody said they like ketchup chips till I brought them in.
Oh, that's good.
Do you want to hear from Mike McDaniel at the Combine?
How can I put this? Okay. I will listen so we can all take notice.
Yeah.
But
you want me to give you we'll play one cut and you tell me which one tickles your fancy, okay?
Okay, I got you.
I got Mike McDaniel on if they should ban the tush push, what he looks for at players in the Combine, or what kind of backup QB are they looking for?
I'm curious to see what he thinks about the tush push. I think it's sport. You sound like a sore loser if you want Philadelphia to have it banned because you can't defend it.
Here is Mike McDaniel on the tush push.
I'm kind of it's tough because I have a hard time making things illegal because of success. However, I think my mind would, it's a different thing if it's a safety issue. For me, in the game of football, when your job is to take 11 people, possess the ball, and move it down the field to try to get in the end zone to score points, I think it's because it's successful. I have a hard time being at the teeth of the argument to move on from it. That's just my opinion. I do understand both sides.
Yes. So in other words, he's like, yeah, because one team has success, we want to ban it. You sound terrible for wanting that.
The only thing that you can say with the safety is I saw the most menacing man in the league get a neck injury from it. I was like, maybe.
No, he just got his neck rubbed.
I don't know.
He didn't.
No,
How are we feeling about
that
this?
tush push got him, dude.
Hey, pronounce this word.
No thanks.
You want to stab at it?
Okay.
Nushal?
I don't know.
Lusterinen.
He does have a tough name.
Right? Itu.
And is it Loosterainen
Yeah,
or
right.
Loosterainen? Loosterainen.
So it's
here's
what it is. Gourmet Swiss chocolate covered potato chips. I'm out.
-1.
Sweet and salty.
No, I'm not into
Disgusting.
sweet and salty.
-1.
Sweet or salty.
I like both.
I even sometimes have. I'm like, I'm not a big fan of honey baked ham. I like Black Forest ham.
Let's get to some cat talk here.
What?
Brought to us.
Whoa! We're not gonna do that right now. What was that?
I'm gonna mark that. We will review whether or not this studio is haunted or if Leroy's stomach is potentially.
No, that wasn't my stomach.
Might have been me.
What was
That wasn't my stomach.
That might have been me.
Tobes.
Maybe you do want those chips.
Anyway, cat talk is brought to us by my gut and also Hollywood Kia. At Hollywood Kia, the #1 Kia dealer in all of Florida. Get the star treatment. We want to see you in a Hollywood Kia. Visit them online at hollywoodkia.com. Matthew Tkachuk yesterday was on the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. As far as his health is concerned, we found out yesterday very vaguely that he's not done for the season, but supposedly today is the day that they're going to get a full update on where we stand with things and that. So we will keep an ear out and an eye out for that. But as of right now, no new updates on Matthew Tkachuk, other than I almost up Tkachuk'd.
No.
Cat fever.
How close are we to securing Brady? I just want them to play together so bad. After seeing them in the Four Nations, I was like, these guys need to be on the same team.
All right, but you got to trade Reinhardt.
No.
That Canadian bastard. What
do you mean?
I'm done with
He is a hero. Game 7 forever.
Okay, well, just recency bias has me upset at him.
All right.
It's Tobin's turn with the famous heat bubble guts. No, I got to tell you. Let me tell you. It's been a struggle for all of us today because normally with no help from the heat, we would have a little something going at lunch, but we've been running around. I didn't even order. Me and Marcos was talking about some wings now earlier.
Oh, the jerk wings?
Can I tell you his ridiculous? Okay, it's not a ridiculous.
Tell you what, we're not getting this half off pizza.
Right, exactly.
Remember that?
That's what he was getting at.
That's what I was getting at.
Can't use the code.
Can't use the code.
Maybe just give half off pizza if you guys reach 100. You didn't score 90 points against the Hawks.
Right.
The Hawks?
They just gave up 140 points.
Yeah. To the Pistons.
To the Pistons.
Pistons are good.
I mean, Cade Cunningham is good.
No, I think they're good. They've won 7 in a row.
Oh, they're okay. They're pretty good. I mean, they're doing
Leroy is Veal Kiper.
Can't trust them.
Wouldn't it be great if the Pistons bounced the Knicks in the first round?
The Knicks are 0-7 against good teams.
They are. They hate Mikal Bridges. Give a lot of picks for him.
Yeah,
a lot of picks for Mikal Bridges.
They put together like a Villanova team or something like that. Like,
yeah,
put together a college basketball team. What do you expect?
They're going to treat it. And then here's the thing: when you're really friends with a guy, you can't Bradley Beal him. You know, you can't bully him.
Can't do it. Poor Bradley Beal. He is getting
Bradley Beal was just minding his own business playing basketball.
Yes, I like it here. I like the golf.
What's wrong? So, he likes hiking.
Be great if Bradley Beal has a great game and then just goes to Hooters by himself.
Takes a pic.
Selfie. Jeez. All right, take a break. We'll hear a little bit more from Coach McDaniel and see where things are at with this basketball team. Back after this.
Yeah, I'm kind of. It's tough because I have a hard time making things illegal because of success. However, I think my mind would, it's a different thing if it's a safety issue. For me, in the game of football, when your job is to take 11 people, possess the ball, and move it down the field to try to get in the end zone to score points, I think it's because it's successful. I have a hard time being at the teeth of the argument to move on from it. That's just my opinion. I do understand both sides.
All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy. Let's get to 15 minutes of heat here, brought to us by Hollywood Kia. At Hollywood Kia, the #1 Kia deal in all Florida. Get the star treatment. We want to see you in a Hollywood Kia. Visit them at hollywoodkia.com. Miami Heat, they'll be back home tomorrow. I'll be boots on the ground.
Poor thing. Torture, dude.
I'm gonna still like it. I like going. I still love them.
I like watching the games.
I like watching. I mean, last night you would agree though. Last night was exhausting.
It was exhausting.
It was exhausting.
I think I'm done.
Because here's the deal. Every time they went on some kind of run to where they got back into it, because first of all, you're annoyed that they were so dominant in the beginning of that game to then end up just behind, and then you're like, okay, they'll go on another little run or something.
I know exactly now too why I never noticed the Kel'el Ware thing with his hand, because it happened right as Duncan Robinson fouled Terrence Mann for a 3-point shot, and I'm pretty sure that I threw something across the room and I shouted, "You got to be bleeping kidding me!" Because like, how does Duncan Robinson get bit on that? You do that to people,
right?
How do you get got?
Right.
And I'm surprised Spo. I mean, you know how mad he gets at Duncan Robinson. I'm surprised he didn't get taken away in handcuffs after that.
Well, you can't do it to everybody, Spo. You can't be mad at everybody.
Maybe he can be. Like, can you give me his answer again yesterday about the stubbornness? Because I was like, I still am a little bit baffled by this. If you guys missed it, we played this in the first hour, but Erik Spoelstra gave his explanation as to what the plan is here now for the Miami Heat and what he wants from his team. And this is what Spo had to say on that. You know, where the coach, Erik Spoelstra.
Our group is very resilient. And look, what you need right now, you need
Scoring.
an incredible amount of stubbornness. You got to be stubborn. You absolutely got to be stubborn. And persistent in what we're trying to do. We're not getting the result we want, but there's things that are trending in a better direction. You got to quiet all the noise. You got to just not listen to anything, not read anything, but that's just the deal right now. We're closer than what it feels like. We're putting this thing together like quickly, and sometimes it doesn't happen just like that. But are you building the right habits and building the right trends, through the adversity? The head coach feels that we are, and so you got to be stubborn. You got to put your head down and collectively be stubborn-minded about this until we start, generating some wins.
When he says it's closer than it feels, how does he think it feels? Like, does he think it's like, driving to Jacksonville? It's not that long a trip, but it feels long. Like, is that what that feels like? Is that what he's trying to go with? Like, because what does he think it feels like when he says it's closer than it feels? Because that feels like when I say it's closer than you think, but I don't think it's closer than he thinks. Because how much does he think I think they're close? Exactly, dude.
You sound just as confusing as he does. You might as well just said, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck? Because that's what it sounded like. It really did. It really did.
Words means words.
We need more stubbornness. That's what this team needs.
It's like, oh, yeah.
No, I mean, like, to simplify it, no, you don't need more stubbornness. You need more buckets.
I didn't feel like they were lacking stubbornness because they kept going to that Alec Burks corner 3. They kept going to it. He was stubborn.
I don't understand how these guys, all of a sudden, nobody can make a damn layup.
Oh, my God. Let's get to tonight, though, dude. You got NBA action tonight. The one everyone's looking at, Leroy.
Lakers and
Mavericks at Lakers. Lakers 9.5-point favorites tonight. Luka.
So are the Lakers ever going to play in Dallas?
Yeah, I believe they are.
Okay.
I believe they are.
That's the one I want to see for
I double
sure.
check on because you're going to see grown men cry.
You think they're going to give him a tribute?
Third to last game of the season. I would think so. Third to last game of the season, April 9th is the return.
Jeez.
So you got a ways to go. Got a ways to go. But are you going to tune in? What is Luca's over under tonight?
30.
A little chili pepper. Let's see. NBA action. Loading. Oh, wow. It's the feature game on Hard Rock right now. Player props. Luka Doncic's over under tonight is 31.5. Over?
Yeah.
Wow.
He might score 70.
Luka put a 50 burger on him plus 1,300.
That's it? That's it? Think about that. A 50 burger only gets you plus 1,300?
Yep. It's probably been too popular. Probably everybody thinks he's going to drop a 50 burger on him. Yeah. See, here's my thing. I almost worry that it's going to be like they blow him out too bad that he won't have to play that long. I would almost go like Luka triple double. I think that's the smarter bet tonight.
What is it? What is that?
That's a good question. Let me see. Luka combos. Triple double. Oof. That's it?
What?
Plus 300.
Oh my goodness.
They think Luka's going to
obliterate. Everybody's just betting Luka overs. Anybody swerving? Should we go Kyrie tonight?
Can we do unders? I'm going to go Luka unders.
No, but it's just,
I hate unders.
I know.
It's no
not
fun.
It's not fun at all.
Dude, there's nothing like waiting at the edge of your seat all game for an under. Oh, wow. That was cool.
Why is he doing that? Oh,
flag football coming to the Olympics.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's getting some shine because people have trashed him and he hasn't been terrible throughout his career. He's handled himself quite well. So I'm good he's getting some shine.
We'll take a break, wrap things up on the other side. Back after this.
The
I remember when I lost my mind.
Sing it, sausage fingers.
That was something.
Clip that.
That's pretty good.
He does. He has little sausage fingers.
Oh, going after Steve.
And he used to be in a rap group.
Yeah. Name the rap group.
Goody Mob.
Damn.
Ah.
He's good.
Ah.
He's good.
He's good.
How dare Steph question me
Right?
about music?
He doesn't know.
He does not know.
Who questioned you?
He came here and said, "Ooh, Leroy, that's Shannon."
Shannon.
I'm like, what? Question me? I do need a sandwich. I was just talking about that.
What is that? That was it.
Clip that too.
Don't question me.
RVA Richie
I
said,
do
"You need a sandwich." I really do.
Frog Boy.
Yeah.
You got some tickets to give away?
I got some extra tickets, some heat tickets,
Some
if
heat
that's okay.
tickets?
I got
Heat
some
tickets?
you know.
Who they play?
Minnesota Timberwolves.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
Great game last night.
Woo.
Come back and beat the OKC Thunder. That game is going to be March 7th at the Kaseya Center. What caller number you want to do, huh?
Was that next Thursday?
Yes. Sounds about right.
Well, let's do caller number 2.
Oh.
Caller number 2.
It's next Friday.
Next Friday.
Yeah.
When is Mardi Gras on the 12th?
Mardi Gras is on the 12th.
Yeah.
Mardi Gras on the 12th.
Mardi Gras on the 12th.
You know, it's weird. You know, last year it was February.
What? Yeah, I do know that being weird.
Early Gras.
Early Gras.
They call that an early Gras. Did the Super Bowl affect it this year?
No, the Super Bowl has nothing. No,
Have they gotten out of the snow?
the Super Bowl has nothing to do with Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras is based on one day. What is it?
Early Gras.
Easter.
Yeah.
Easter.
Mardi Gras is
Easter.
40 days before Easter. It's called Fat Tuesday.
I thought it was 41 days.
41.
Because isn't it 40 days of Lent?
I thought it was 30 days of Lent.
What?
Oh, that was a very strong look.
You're very Catholic.
Okay.
Go.
Oof.
Because Lent's 40 days. But do you count Easter? So that would make Mardi Gras 41 days.
No,
before
because
Easter.
no.
You want me to do something
Because
for 40
on
days?
Easter you get to go back to your vices.
Yeah, but I think that's 40 days of Lent. Easter is not part of Lent.
What are you giving up this year?
Yes, because yeah. What are you giving up?
Yeah, what are you giving up?
Yeah, what are you giving up?
Yeah, what are you going to give up?
What am I giving up?
Yeah, what are you giving up?
The Marlins.
Okay.
No, that doesn't count.
First of all,
Does not count.
I think I gave up 1 year. I gave up sweets.
Oh, no,
And you give up bread too. Also,
I gave up bread.
What's next?
I will give
I don't.
up
I can't. I'm not going to give up liquor because I don't drink that much.
I
So
will
that
give
would be
up
like a cop out.
drinking after Heat games where they lose.
Oh no,
Pints.
That
you
would
can't
be,
do that.
That would be good for you.
No.
I emptied the bottle last night.
What about you,
oh,
Leroy?
I forgot. I got to give
Huh?
you tickets.
I don't know.
Gonna give away.
Oh,
Someone
yeah.
Said
Oh, yeah.
meat.
Caller number, what do we say?
2.
Ask Leroy to give up meat.
It was 2.
We said 2?
He said 2.
He said 2?
Mhm.
Lazy.
Meat.
That's what I
Who
was
could give
thinking.
up? Could I give up meat for all of?
Can you?
All of Lent?
Now,
That's
question.
a challenge.
You don't get to
I feel like
extend.
you
Hold on.
should.
No, I
Can
have
I
a problem.
question?
I-
Does that count? Does fish count?
No, that's everybody knows fish.
I
doesn't.
can still get
Ask
my
Carter.
catfish.
Okay, but here's the thing. First of all, you become a pescatarian. That's not a Lent move, and all you're doing is extending Lent rules anyway.
What do you mean?
Because Friday you can't eat meat anyway. A true Lenter can't eat meat
On Fridays.
So all you're
yeah.
doing is extending Lent rules. Doesn't really feel like you're giving anything up. You're
Wait,
just
hold on.
Yes, it is.
Why are you suggesting what I give up for Lent? What are you going to give up for
I
Lent?
don't know. I didn't realize I was on the clock right now. I didn't realize I had to have my Lent giving up already.
We need to know right now.
What about you? Were you sitting here pointing a finger at us?
I will.
Give up cropping.
Yep.
N-
you
no
just took
crapping.
the
So
words out of
give
my
up
mouth.
birds.
No. No. So that means no chicken wings.
No, I like
No.
chicken.
A little
Frog
too
boy.
much.
Don't do this to me.
So are we gonna all like give
I'll
up?
stop cropping people out of pictures.
No.
I honestly don't give up anything for Lent.
I do. I usually give up. I don't give up. I give up sweets.
That was childhood
Or
stuff.
1 year I gave up hamburgers.
Can I tell you my
Yeah.
my
Bread.
Catholicism?
I gave up bread.
Here's the thing. My
What's up?
Catholicism took a hit.
Oh.
which was I was supposed to have this father. Should I say his name? He's no longer with us.
Oh, he's good then.
You know what? Yeah, I am gonna. So I had
Yeah.
a priest I was supposed to have for the church that I was at. I went to St. Ambrose in Deerfield. That was my childhood church.
Yep.
And Father Dalton was the pastor for
Oh.
years. Went to St. Ambrose for a year, and then you know, and he was Irish as they come. Hi, shy. Love the Dolphins. Love the Dolphins. Every sermon, he's like, "Oh, we got to sit here," and of course
Is
we
that the
start
only
off.
reason why you went to that church?
That's how we sounded, dude.
This is the origin story of how it all began.
Yes,
I'm telling you right now,
dude.
You'd be like,
every one of your things has a catch.
before we get to Matthew,
You're religious
6:14,
because the priest was Irish.
we must say a prayer for the Dolphins today as they get ready to take on the Colts. That's how it was, right? But then, you know, I'm getting married to D, and I'm like, hey, you know, we're gonna do the old school, get married in a church, right? And let me tell you something. That's a real marriage when you get married in the Catholic Church, because they make you go through a whole mass. You know, it's not like one of these express marriages. Like you go there, vows, bang, 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 you're out. So I'm getting married, and Father Dalton is supposed to wed us. That is supposed to be who we're supposed to be. And it's not just because I wanted to say, hi, shy. That's not the reason. This was my childhood priest. Okay. And we get to marriage week. You know, we didn't do the classes with him. He pawned that off to the deacon, right? So we go see the deacon. Deacon's like, yeah. You know, and so we're good to go. And then all of a sudden we get to marriage week. We got, and he goes, hey, guess what? Father Dalton, not here. He's in Ireland.
Oh,
rats off a ship, dude. He skedaddled across the pond.
Did he not know this beforehand?
I don't know. But he was rats off a ship. And I got to tell you, my Catholicism took a hit because we were left with a backup priest. So I'm sitting here with the Matt Moore of priests. This guy's trying to like lecture us on life.
Get out of here.
Referred to himself as Father Hardass. He goes, listen, I'm going to turn into Father Hardass here for a second. No drinking. He looks at all of us. He goes, he looks at me. He looks at my groomsmen. He goes, no drinking the day of the wedding. What? I don't mean to be Father Hardass right now, but I'm going to have to turn like he's giving us the rules. I'm like, who are you, Joe Cortez? You're fair, but you're firm? Like you're about to start the fight?
Why you go to a wedding?
Yeah.
You want to sit through all that mass
Open
and stuff
bar.
like that? It's open bar.
I love me an open bar.
So anyway, this guy was so he ended up, you know, having to like wed us and like give this whole thing. It's like you don't even know us.
Boo.
You know, at least you know, Father Dalton knew me when I was a rascal, a wee lad. But he had to go to Ireland. He's no longer with us. Rest in peace, Father Dalton.
Yeah, well.
You know, never got to see his Dolphins win another Super Bowl.
Well then.
Hi.
I had a similar situation with the doctor who was seeing my wife the entire time she was pregnant.
Yep.
Saw her for everything and then was like, look, I will be there or someone from my staff will be there.
Also, you had a knocked up situation.
Wow.
The day of the actual you know, we have to do this right now. She's on vacation. Her entire staff is on vacation. The nurse and the delivery doctor met each other right there, shook hands in front of me. Like, what are we doing here? Where is this doctor that for 8
You build
months was
trust
like,
with?
Yeah, no.
Yes.
Now all of a sudden, we're out that day. My entire office is out that day. The hospital will be covering for us. Great,
No,
dude.
See, my mother-in-law worked with the doctor. The doctor, everybody knew the doctor. So the doctor made damn sure she was there when Rebecca was born. And we played cards while we waited.
That seems way better than our stories. I'm saying.
I know.
Yeah.
It's good.
So what are you giving up, Leroy?
I don't know. Wait, don't worry about me. Worry about Jennifer.
I don't understand why we were all of a sudden put on the spot to give up Lent when Lent's not for like 2 weeks.
No, you
Jennifer,
give
she
it
did
now.
it.
I didn't do that.
Yes, you did.
JFig loves us giving things up. She's not going to give up anything.
No, she's not.
She's not.
She's not going to give up anything.
Nothing.
Give up tardiness.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Give up
who's-
tardiness.
who's- that
Yeah.
could be a point.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
You eat all your chicken wings.
No. Giving up chicken.
No, I'm not giving up chicken. I might give up.
You eat all your chicken wings.
Huh? Yeah, I might give up sweets again.
Oh,
that's hard.
You gonna give up sweets?
You can't just go on a diet every time.
Yeah, you just use this for health. It's not supposed to be like 90,
Every
90
length
day
this guy wants to be
fast.
What are you talking about?
You
Why
just
not?
use.
You're giving up a
Why don't you
vice.
read the Bible every day for 40 days?
You first.
Okay.
I will.
No, you don't.
I will.
Like,
well, you're right.
I'm getting away from you. So when lightning strikes, it don't blow us both up.
Why?
Because you're lying.
Went to church this week.
When's the last time you touched the Bible?
This Sunday.
And you read it, or did you grab it to show? Because you know people walk around with the Bible, they don't open that thing up.
I opened it up to what the passage was.
Remember, Trump was holding the Bible too.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. That don't mean nothing.
What do you mean it meant nothing? I was in church.
And he was right outside church holding the Bible.
What?
Trump was right outside church holding the Bible.
I don't understand. You're trying to you say
just because you hold the Bible
saying I
don't
was
mean you reading
falsely.
it.
You're accusing me of false. When's the last time you held the Bible?
Ooh, it's been a minute. I ain't gonna lie about it though.
I'm not lying about it.
I didn't say you're lying. I said when's the last time you opened a Bible?
I open it every time. I don't like putting the when they say, hey, open up, because you could go on your church now. You can go. They got apps. You can go to the Bible
Yeah,
app.
that sounds cheating.
And I'm just like, I'm going to go to Twitter if you do that. I mean, and then I'm going to start looking at tweets about the Heat game. So I got to be, into the mode of reading the actual Bible.
Man. Yeah, dare I say, Leroy, most churchgoers don't read the Bible. I agree. I agree with that. Like if you go to a Baptist church, a good Baptist church, everybody carrying the Bible. I ain't seen one open it up yet.
There's a time though, it's after worship. Usually you read the Bible. Like just a passage. That's what part of it is.
Dude, after you leave church, I would imagine that within the 2 hours after that, there's some hot coals in your backyard and swimming. Because you're cooking on the grill and swimming.
I don't understand.
Catching iguanas.
And?
I was just saying, you ain't going home and saying,
St. Patrick.
Can't wait to get to that verse.
St. Patrick can't cast out the snakes. St. Tobin cast out the iguanas.
Maybe you should give up iguana hunting for.
No.
Nah.
No.
All right.
Kim, yeah. What can we do? We can give up something good.
You should give up fat shaming.
I'd like the Heat to give up bad trades.
Good one.
Fat shaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you
I
should
think
give
that's
up
a
fat
good one.
shaming. I think that is a good one.
Yeah.
No fat shaming for 40 days.
Really?
Yep. Show Lent.
Look at his face.
Even if a heavyweight walks by?
Oh, you're out of your system now, dude.
A heavy set.
Listen,
Leroy, heavy set.
Hold on. Let me just tell the world something. If I'm giving up fat shaming for Lent, buckle up for the next 2 weeks.
Trying to get it all your system.
That's our show.
I'm hosing everybody down. Woo, look at that big one over there. I'm going to Publix. I'm going to the mall. I got to get it out of my system.
That is our show for today, everybody. We'll talk to you rascals tomorrow.
Hey, by the way, I'm not fat shaming. Dude is portly.
Bro, what the hell was that?
Okay.
Leroy, what the hell was that?
So,
did everybody just hear that frog sound?
Oh,
can't wait. I mean, the old love to let a fart linger in church.
See, how does that feel? Doesn't tickle.
Welcome to the end of the show montage, Flem.
Only hot